Give us a second on this, and then we'll just move people around, and then we'll look towards getting started. Alright, so in theory we have everybody in the lobby ready. We're looking towards going towards a checkpoint hard point for the first map. Could do with probably getting some kind of confirmation that everybody is actually good to go. In Jabisky, I know the stream's a minute late. We're waiting for players to join the lobby. Believe should all be good though, so I'm going to start it up. Worst case scenario, people will put a message in and they'll make it clear that yeah, we need to do a reset if anything wasn't ready properly. Hello, Matt Bridge. How you doing? So, just for a heads up for people that are looking at the stream and watching today, first game, Dave is, or DRS if you refer to him that way, is playing this match. Because of this, the perspective will be locked to his as we are streaming from his PC, but seize the objectives.
Hard point
yeah,
identified.
Reset with people not ready.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. That's the wrong outcome,
Wow,
BND.
Fox is win.
Rendezvous with exfiltration
Amazing.
team.
TACOM, mission is FUBAR.
So I do not know why. I can see your message on Dave's chat, Matt, but it's not showing up in the pop-out chat that I have at the stream, which is very strange. Give me a second, I'll have a look at that. May also potentially need to give it a second and whatchamacallit, see who was and wasn't ready. There we go. That's why the stream went live again, so we need to get a new pop out of the chat, and I'll make the messages appear properly. What we like to see. Dave, if you are listening to the stream, a confirmation if we're ready to go would be grand. PS5 unboxing would be a bit strange instead of the tournament, but that is what we're going for here. It's the tournament. Just need to see exactly what the hell is going on with everybody. Just gonna pop a message across to on-screen OO, but Popo Chacho. See if they're ready to go. I'm trusting somewhat that Dave will just tell me if his team is one of the ones waiting. By the way, good evening, Perry. Not your usual DRS that you're listening to here, but like I said, he is playing in this match, so he might join us later between games. Alright, Oliver has just confirmed that his team is ready. Just pop Dave DM, double check with him as well. And then we'll get cracking. Love the first game being a reset immediately. It's exactly what you want to see when you're doing a tournament. Hey Mason, how you doing? Alright, Dave's team is not quite ready. They'll be up in 2, so we're just going to hang fire for a minute or 2 longer. Or it's because all the PS5s were bought by bots, Mason. Can't help that. We had to clickbait the tournament somehow, you know? Bought by bots, Mason. You sue Dave for false advertising? I'm sure that'll go down brilliantly. Should definitely do that. I'll back you up on it. You sue Dave for false advertising? I'm sure that'll go down brilliantly. Alright, Dave's team have confirmed that they are ready, so we'll hit the cheeky reset. Again, checkmate, CDL hardpoint, so as per the cards that Dave put up in his Discord prior to the tournament, there are some restrictions in place. Basic things in terms of the weapons, for example. So things like LMGs, sniper rifles, that kind of thing are not really on the table. Smoke grenades, neither. Nobody likes playing against 3 teammates or 3 opponents with smoke grenades constantly. Can cover the entire map with those things. Right, so we're actually off. Now, like I said, our resources are a little bit limited for this first game, primarily because Dave's playing later into the evening and tomorrow into the games. We will be looking at having a couple of the bits on stream via the Cockcaster being done properly. So, hills contested. The first hill on this map's always a bit of a contest fest. Usually it's a fight for spawns, which you can see Dave is going for now. Spawning on what is considered the bad side of the map, the Dragon's team needs to really try and push through whilst contesting the hill at the same time. It does mean they need to do a bit of, 2-in-1 play. But with 3v3, there's a lot more head way up the map, so there's plenty of room for them to work with if they do it effectively. Cheeky class changes in the game. Not gonna lie, he did it too fast for me to see what he's doing. It will be interesting to see as well with some of the teams what weapons they're using. I feel like a lot of players default towards assault rifles, but see, up close in the hard points, the SMGs are probably going to be beneficial. A whopping 14 points on the board going into the second hill. Sadly, Dave's team did not manage to get the flip on the spawn, so they'll be fighting from the front, which is not exactly what you want to be doing, but if they can at least contest and keep the points that the other team are in line, they're in a good position. And I say that as a three-piece from Dave, but that's the whole effect of the close spawns. Teammates close by to contest, but having those spawns, even though the others are in the battle, that's the people. That said, despite never actually fully breaking the spawns, didn't really give up that many points here. Only 20 points actually going to the front. That's a gunfight plenty of drops match is Dave versus Oliver. A pair of them have been doing a whole lot of competition going on between the two of them. Being weak in that scenario, there's only so much you can do. Getting continual trades, it's the way to play a middle hardpoint like this, but it's gonna fall in and out of your favour quite consistently.
We have lost the hard
point. Which fights with the AK-47U nearly whiffed a bit there. That was nearly a bit of a turn. This is pretty competitive so far. There was a ever so slight lead that's kind of just been mostly maintained throughout the first 3 hills. But it's looking in a good position for the Dragons to take the lead going into P4, especially with the initial setup on the new hills.
We are pulling ahead.
They've been saved thoroughly by a teammate there. Highly important scenes. Love to say more about where the other team are and what they're doing, but I have no idea where they're up to really right now. They hop into game for a minute, can see that Dave's got 10 points. Over on the other side is 10 and 9, so they're both kind of leading the way, but Yamar sells 8, as it's called in game, also on 10 kills, so he's keeping pace as well. Which is somewhat surprising, that despite having 2 players doing distinctly well, because obviously 10 kills isn't that many, not many kills to go around, the lead isn't as big as you'd expect. A large part of that I'd probably put down towards the fact that Oliver God help him for that. Likes himself a bit. He's always on there, always trying to get as much time as possible. So speak of which, overall time. Second right now on that one. I'm sure you probably probably going to guess time, not time, second. Is also a bit of an objective fiend sometimes. Good patience play out of DRS there. Waiting for Crabman to peek out into an angle while he's fighting other people.
Hard point identified. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
I mean, close to what, 50 to 60 point lead going into the second set rotation. It's by no means unbeatable. The Foxes could very much come back on this one, especially if they can chain P1 straight into P2 again, as once again they have the good spawns going into P2. But again, despite that, last time did a fantastic job of contesting P2, so it'll be interesting to see if that ends up being different this time around. With only 20 seconds on the hill, everybody's going to be looking at rotating towards that end of the map. It's a funny one or two places they're going to be. On the table, there is just the Dave's, or in that little office room. It's largely white contested. Basically all the woods in there being nearly all wall. Just can't often get enough damaging to get the kills.
We have lost the hard point.
DRX making a solid effort to try and flip the spawns again, but just wasn't enough. Once you get people in the back there, you really have to get a clean feed down all your team forward to really force everybody out. Especially with 3v3s making the spawns. It's still more, I should say, safe. They're not very inclined to flip without a serious amount of effort. Just like that. Good couple sets of kills. 20 seconds remain, so they can push the lead out a little bit further. Just shy of 60. Actually, probably just over 60. I can do maths.
We have lost the hard point.
Thatcher killed off. So, last time both teams mostly struggled to get climb off this thing.
Hard point located.
Despite it efficiently and very much end up being the same as P1. Normally important rules, you can use lanes to force people to spawn in set places.
We have lost the hard point locked down.
In 3v3, you can see that obviously the flip of the spawn has already occurred. Dave's on the other side of the bed, despite rotating to this help. It's a difficult one because there's so many customers. 3v3, you've got to just try and make the right call. And sadly, if you don't make it, you get punished and knocked out the hill quite quickly. Lovely 2Ps from Avon. Sadly, didn't get the third.
Hard point locked down.
God hope I'm sure.
Hard point lost.
Cheeky slide off the crate, takes out and gets himself into a position to try and hold towards the front.
Hard point identified.
You get in a solid force set up in the lane for this hill, and it automatically becomes a very long flank. So holding a forward position is quite key. Especially with an SMG, so we can really hold close to these corners and only peek out when necessary. So holding a forward position is
We've pulled ahead.
Gets shot into the third and pushes forward to get the contestant, and it's really dependent here really on whether they can get that last point contested before the reinforcements turn up. 20 seconds. Dave's team can really afford to push up the spawns, trying to pin them in place. Worst case scenario, they give up the good spawns for the next hill, and they've got over 80 seconds of points.
We have lost the hard point.
We are in a dangerous position as well for the Foxes in that from here on out, any hill could be the wooden hill for the round, so can't be giving up really any more scrap time. Gotta hold it all or nothing here. Comebacks like this are not unheard of. CDL. Especially again with the way the rotations are on this map between hills 1, 2, and 3, it's very possible to do this. You can just hold things down. Lovely teamwork there out of Craftsman and Nursery to be able to hold their hill. It's a pretty clean and consistent assault from multiple angles from Dave's team, but they hold the base.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost.
And this is exactly what I say needed to happen. They put themselves in a position where, you know, they've got no closer to a win. They can maybe afford to give up a bit of scrap when they get to the rotation.
Hardpoint located.
Hardpoint. Stop this.
We have lost the hardpoint.
Up on the hill. Maybe afford to give up a bit of scrap when they get to the rotation. Plus, I mean, getting the opening 10-15 seconds on P1 is not half bad at all. Despite how contextual it can be, once you do get a setup on it, it can be very difficult to break sometimes. So you start just laying down in the middle of the hallway like that.
Lost the hardpoint.
With that kill, it puts in a position where Dave's team, Dragons, can no longer win it on this hill. They do have the good spawns, so if they can at least contest, maybe they can have a couple of points. They put themselves within
Hardpoint contested
of that golden 250 point mark. A lot of time has been bled off the clock this game as well. Only 51 seconds left in the actual overall game clock. There's been a lot of contests. Partially down to having one less player per team. This is a little bit less wiggle room
identified.
there.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Some of the breaks aren't as clean as perhaps either team would have hoped for.
Hardpoint locked down.
Very dangerous fight going on there, but the trades and the coverage is very important. And that'll be
Sweep
that.
the area for survivors and return them for interrogation.
This is our house.
Not overly convincing. First couple hills were but yeah, they kind of grew and grew started off with a consistent lag of about 14-15 points, and then the script got flipped and the Dragons just kept pulling further and further away. So let's have a look at the map. So map 2 for the series, it's going to be Express, Search and Destroy. We'll just get that all set up in a second. Map 2. It's going to be Express, Search and Destroy. Just get that all set up. Give the teams a minute to confirm if they're ready before we just get rolling into it again. Give the teams a minute to confirm if they're ready. Then I'll just get confirmation off both teams before we set out once more. Get confirmation off both teams before we set out once more. Being informed that Oliver might need to have a look at his classes. We may need to hang out for a minute or two before we get this game started. Just gonna wait until he gives me the all clear, just to make sure that his team's all good. We may need to hang out for a minute or two before we get this game started. Just gonna wait until he gives me the all clear, just to make sure that his team's all good. Yeah, so just had confirmation. Oliver needs to fix his classes. Sorry if you can hear my keyboard typing in the background. Yeah, so just had confirmation. Oliver needs to fix his classes. Sorry if you can hear my keyboard typing in the background. Okay, so we are just waiting on Oliver's team. Specifically Oliver himself. Again, like I said, his classes apparently weren't set up exactly how we would have liked. Not really what you want to see going into a hardpoint, but sometimes the custom lobbies can be a little bit weird with that kind of thing. Dragon's team have confirmed that they are all good to go, so we should be underway shortly. Now, while we're just in a bit of downtime between maps, just to outline the series, obviously it's 1-0 to the Dragons. After this one, we will go back to Checkmate for a game of Control. Assuming that we do go the distance in the series and it stays close, we'll have a Garrison hardpoint for map 4, and we'll be rounding it out on Miami Search and Destroy. It'll be a very strange map to play if we get all the way to the 5th one. Not sure how that one's going to play into the V3s. I think it's going to be a lot of information at range. A lot of people playing to try and get the right idea of what's going on. Not sure how that one's going to play into the V3s before they really make a push. Information at range. A lot of people playing to try and get the right idea of what's going on. Sure, Dave, on the whole, is happy with that first map, regardless of the class situation from Oliver and the Foxes team. It was clean and consistent towards the tail end, even if it didn't start maybe the way you entirely planned. A lot of that does come down to the spawns. Notable moments being obviously the initial spawn started on the bad side of the map, and then when they got around to that second set of spawns, they were also around second set of spawns, second set of hills. Also on the bad side of the map. It's not really what you like to see. I can't help but think that potentially if they're on the better side of the map going into P2 on the first 2 sets of rotations, that game might have potentially been over a hell of a lot quicker. Could be a cause for concern if we get to the 4th hard point. Might just be that the Dragons are better at hard point. They'll have to see throughout the tournament. But obviously with the maps being randomized rather than vetoes, it's hard to necessarily say at this point whether anything is anyone's strong suit. Obviously, the maps being randomized rather than vetoes, it's hard to necessarily say at this point whether anything is anyone's strong suit. Yeah, do apologise for the delay here. Class is being set to be reasonably important. That said, I'd rather the classes were all set up and ready to go than have to do another restart. That's for sure. That said, I'd rather the classes were all set up and ready to go than have to do another restart. Spying on Dave's classes, what's he got set up? So yeah, you can see as he's going through them then, you can see the restrictions that are applied by the CDL mode. A lot of things are taken out just because they're a little bit broken. Not quite as strict as it would be if we were playing in the actual CDL. They tend to veto a bunch of extra things, particularly that M4, XM4 in Cold War anyway, that Dave seems awfully fond of. I'm sure Oliver, being the competitive man he is, will probably have some kind words to say about that. But it's available. He could use it too. And I've just had the all clear, so we will get cracking. Map 2 starting now. Express search and destroy. And I've just had see if the foxes can bounce back in the map 2. Map 2 starting now. Express search and destroy. Also, I'm never letting it go if anybody gets hit by a train. Foxes can bounce back in the map 2. Now, this map probably is going to be a lot down to the ARs. Go towards the B-bomb site, it's a lot closer and the SMGs are helpful, but these walkways up the top with an assault rifle, especially that room just above A, is a very nice little place. Especially with your ability to just hop up and off these trains as you wish. So, with nice lovely 2 opening kills, getting the bomb down. 1v3 for Oliver. He knows he has Dave weak, but he doesn't have information on that third blade.
Good job, CIA. Keep that up and we get to go home.
1v3 for Oliver. Effective pinch, I guess, would be the closest thing to say to that one. Second gets the information.
Switching sides.
Alright, so we'll flip sides. Put dragons
Defend
on
the
defense.
objectives.
See if they can go 2 for 2 on rounds in this search and destroy. I feel like how there isn't much of a lean towards A on this one. That said, they might be the right idea. Certainly all the kills are happening this area in the map, so the defense is in the right place.
Enemies down to 1. Make it 0.
Trophy available. I'm not entirely sure that's necessarily going to be necessary. necessarily necessary. Sound like study. So the question is, who are they up against? Because without a cutcaster, I can't see. Sound like study. So the question is, two players aren't playing particularly close together. It's important to check the bomb as Avon is doing, but this situation, I'd rather play the two of them side by side and
MTC
see
is
if I
running
can
down.
maybe play for a pick. Ah, of course, it's the last life. Add timing on the
Don't get
plan.
cocky.
It's not really
We
all
need
that
to
much you
repeat
can do
that
in that
performance.
position there. Maybe play for a pick. Ah, of course. Offense, you've got to get that bomb down eventually, and just jiggle peeking the bomb every couple seconds. You're gonna have to eventually.
Switching rally points.
Get that bomb down eventually. Alright, going off into round 3. See if the Foxes can get one on the board.
Switching rally points.
Lovely AK-47 you've got there, Dave.
Liquidate all
And
objectives.
back to the Dragon Gun.
Bomb acquired.
Suitable teammate. Going for a win.
Bomb
Really
dropped.
effective. Also, gave away his position there. Can't help but think that maybe Oliver wouldn't have been watching that angle if he wasn't going for a pullback.
We got the bomb.
Armor covered for the sweatiest alien that ever exists.
We got the bomb.
It's on silent. Until then. And it's a 1v3. Keep team in this game. Good attempt on the turn, but... And we are shooting bodies. Wouldn't be a tournament without a bit of that. Surprised we got through an entire map without it happening. Although maybe I shouldn't see that. Oh
Switching
dear.
sides.
Oh dear. The BM. It's funny because this is a very much Dave versus Oliver matchup. Very reminiscent of previous finals and late bracket games in the
Guard
previous
the
year's
objective.
tournaments. It's open, but this is an interesting one to say the least. Unless back on point, Foxes are on the board, 2-1 in favour of the Dragons. And they're all dying. 1v3 for Dave.
You're
That was
our
quick.
last active battle asset.
Positive news, they might not be expecting
Charges
to be coming
set.
from here. 2 kills coming on the inside. They may not have anticipated Dave being all the way over an A, seeing as the trend has been so far to play 23 together. Too many angles, too many
down,
players,
eyes up.
too many spots.
Get ready to
He's never going to be
redeploy.
able to make a play there, sadly. Not too much you can do about that one. Let's do a quick bomb plant. Straight after the 2
Switching
kills, got it down
sides.
instantly. Then the Foxes just spread out and watched angles. Even with Dave being a very good player, there's not really all that much he could have done in that situation. Not without pulling
Eradicate
off an
all
absolute world
objectives.
star.
Bomb acquired.
So, we're all tied up. Going into round 5. We're all fighting over getting in the doorway of that train. Lovely opening pick from Crabman. Going into round 5. We're all fighting over all the players are fragging out. They're doing what they can in this game, but it's hard not to say that both DRS are the high-value targets in this lobby. Cheeky 1v2 from Mr. Reuben. Yeah, they know where he was. Sat back watching him ready for that fight. It's difficult to fight that at range against a Krieg, but and that's the timing there from Nershi. Watches that angle, there isn't a beat. Where else is it gonna be?
Switching sides.
Perfect system watch there, because his only option is really to go to that window, re-peek where you're already aiming, or run all the way out and around the back of the map, which is not really something you want to have to do in
Protect
that
the
position.
objectives.
So, despite a slow start, coming into a lead here for the Foxes, 3-2.
Protect the objectives.
Very much the opposite story of the first map. Reasonable start from the Foxes, which was slowly eaten away, and then as the map went on. A very aggressive play there from Dave. Doubled up from A1.
Degrade their last asset.
1v3 for Foxes to try and maintain his lead, and then they give up.
Don't get cocky. We need to repeat that performance.
1v3. So with the rounds trading going back and forth the way they are, don't really think streaks are really anything to consider at this moment in time. Nothing really much to look
Switching
forward. We'll
sides.
point out Nurshi having a nice game, average damage per round at 212 at this point. Feels slightly absurd. Oliver following that with
Wipe out the
100
objective.
damage, so lagging behind a little,
We got the
but
bomb.
nothing to be concerned about at this point. And Dave's died to that one before he was ready for it. Flash really saved his life there. Can't help but think that player probably would have pushed him, knowing how weak he got him if that flash wasn't there.
Bomb planted. Hold your positions.
And here it is, the bomb plant and the round.
Enemies down to 1. Make it 0. Bomb planted. Hold your position.
And here it is, the bomb plant.
You're our last active battle asset. Enemies down to 1. Make it 0. Don't get cocky.
It's a close
We need
one,
to
it's a
repeat
close
that
one.
performance. You're our last active battle
Don't think he was expecting to be quite that close on the corner. It's a smart position there, Dave. Here's the one that goes down, knows where the enemy player's last
Switching
remaining
sides.
position is. Pushes up into an aggressive position. Normally there you'd probably be expecting people defending the bomb to flee and play time, but not in this instance.
Guard the objective.
Normally there you'd probably be expecting people defending the bomb to flee and play time, but not in this instance.
Guard the objective.
So, from a 2-0 lead to the Foxes, back to a lead again from the Dragons. So, from a 2-0 lead, I love the opening picks there.
Enemies
And
down to
Avon's
1.
here.
Make it 0.
Avon knows everything that's going on. Called that out to Alien. Aliens move around the back. It's probably only a matter of time before the
Don't
kill
get
comes in.
cocky. We need to repeat that performance.
And effectively, why would Crabman even check that? It's completely reasonable to push out in that fashion, but definitely got caught out there. The audio gave him
Switching sides.
definitely got caught out there. The audio gave him
Switching sides. Neutralize the objectives. Charges acquired.
Alright, so it's map point for the Dragons. Looking to close this. Hit 3 on the trot from them, much like the Foxes.
Acquired.
Can they make it 4? I feel like making puns about the names of the teams. The Foxes fight back, but I'm not sure about that one. Long flank from Oliver going on there, but he's been spotted out and he's stuck behind that rock unless he's floated into a train. I'm not sure about that one. Long flank from Oliver going on. The most awful time.
Degrade their
What are
last
you supposed to
asset.
do there? Nothing much to it. 1-on-1.
It's down to you. Make the agency proud.
Very sad that nobody's been hit by a train this map, if I'm going to be honest with you. Very disappointing scenes. Nothing much to it.
CIA, we're almost out of time.
Very sad that nobody's been hit by a train this map, if I'm going to be honest with you. Very disappointing scenes. So 20 seconds to get the bomb down. There is an element of timing here, if it so happens that the last Foxes player checks the right side at the right time. 20 seconds to get the bomb down. They struggling to plan?
Charges
Maybe he
set.
heard something that made him think otherwise for a second there. Unsure. And that's the information.
Charges set.
The chow there? Not too sure about that one. And that's the information. And that's the information times 2. If this isn't a win for the Foxes, for the Dragons, I don't know what it will be.
You did the work of a nation. Come on home.
Excellent
I'm not
job,
gonna lie,
everyone.
DRS
That's a win.
nearly selling that a little bit there. Did not need to chow that last gunfight the way he did, but you know what? With a lead and a one-on-one to win that. Although this is DRS. This ego anyway. Especially in Call of Duty. Alright, so we'll give it a second without one being over. Just to see if both teams are ready, see if they want to change anything up before we move off into the next map. Like I said before, we'll be moving over to checkmate. We'll be looking for the reverse sweep from the Foxes. They want to maintain a win here. Or we'll be looking for the Dragons to close it out in 3. So, back over to checkmate. CDL control ready to go. Just get the confirmation from the players. CDL control ready to go. Just get the confirmation from the players. Dave's doing a little bit of class management there. Take screenshots if you're looking for classes to run with when you're in league play. Dave's doing a little bit of class management there. Alright, all good to go from Dave's team. Just looking for the all clear from the Foxes. And they're both ready to go, straight off into this map 3. Checkmate, control. Just to try and stay alive and stay in what is in essence the winners bracket of this tournament for the Foxes. Another point to note about the schedule of this game, this tournament. Winner of this series will play once more tonight. Both the opening games, so all 4 teams will be playing, and then the winners of both will be playing once more after the second game is done. Have maps and modes and everything set up for that later Friday evening, so I'll let you know what's happening as and when we get there.
Take all enemy zones.
Now, this is an interesting one, because I'm not sure how control playing 3v3. You'd normally argue, in theory, and hello Mr. You'd normally argue that with it being the offense first, the Dragons should probably lose, but
Taking Bravo.
with only 3 players, trades might be a little easier. It might be a little easier to make the routes to get up on the hill. How are you doing this evening, Tom? How are you doing? This is what the Foxes want to do. They want to kill them in their spawn, right in their face. Heavily anchored in control, you're not really going to end up. There'll be 2 pieces from Dave to get themselves on.
Taking Alpha.
You should turn up and hang out tomorrow.
We are capturing Alpha.
Get in the voice chat. Just in case you weren't aware, by the way, Tom, because I know we don't have the proper podcaster. It's currently 2-0 in favour of the Dragons. Reasonably close hard point. Started off well for the Foxes, but it kind of petered off as well. And the search and destroy is close. Lots of trades back and forth. A lot of 1v2 1-on-1 situations, as our good friend Studdy would say 1,000,000 times a match. Which is what has led us here.
We've taken Alpha.
Basically,
Keep pushing. Take the last zone.
Dave getting very aggressive in the defensive spawn.
We are capturing Bravo.
Spawn killing and farming up a little bit. Climbs up the tower.
Hostiles are contesting B.
I mean, we're in a private channel in Dave's Discord at the moment, so after this map, whether we go into the next series or whether I'll ask him to pull you in if you want. Just get set up on your PC, have your headset ready to go, and we can sort you out, mate.
Capturing B.
Only the B zone to go. Arguably the harder one of the 2 to cap. Again, I mean, reasonably even lives, 1 minute left on the clock. I'd argue it's the defense's game to lose right now. kills like that and just hide. Get the kill and run. The more you stagger that push, the more you're going to stop people from stacking the hill, and the less chances to actually really get that clean and consistent capture. Also keep in mind that I presume CDL and CDL Pro works in the same way. If this does go to around 5, the more ticks or progress that you earn, supplements, the more you earn, the more likely it is that you will have a defense going into the 5th line.
MTC is running dry.
So even if they don't capture this, and even if they lose the offense, which is largely to be expected, getting the intel, is potentially important.
We are taking B.
Heck, if you can clutch it out here with 18 seconds to the clock, even better. Zone's ticked, he's killed up zone.
Hostiles contesting
And
Bravo.
that will probably be that. One more set of kills for the Foxes, and it'll be round 1 in their favour. With that red line around the hill, you knew that somebody on the enemy team was in it for a second, but just wasn't ready to look behind, and yeah, round 1 in favour.
Take a moment to regroup, then prepare to redeploy.
Let me know when you're ready to go in, Tom, because given that I'm lobby host, there's a possibility I might be able to pause the game and ask for a Dave to pop you in here if you happen to be around now.
Switching sides.
Lovely set of challenges there from Dave and the play of the game. It's a shame really, because the push up right into the spawn really staggered the defense from coming out and contesting, and it's largely what contributed
Defend
to
all zones.
all the progress on A that they did. But overall, again, like I said, defense is the favourable side, and just in 3v3 is that much more harder. That much harder. Much quicker offense out of the Foxes. Strands away, straight in boost second. Not as much trading and posturing going on.
We are contesting Alpha.
This is your finding.
Alpha.
Yeah, and then those two are going to get on the hill. You know that Oliver's going to be yelling at them to both get on the hill, get on the hill, get on the hill. Get that second to the progress in. At least just lock in their efforts for now. 1 minute 16 on the clock. They've gone on this hill incredibly quick. If they cap it soon, there's a strong chance they'll be looking at near to 2 potential waypoints to try and get onto B, which puts them in a much better position to potentially close out an offense than the Dragons' first attack.
We are contesting A.
Just for clarity, Tom, don't know if you've seen any of Dragons is the RSS team. Fox is OOs. Still think he should change that name, but it is what it is. He is an adult who makes his own choices.
Enemy has Alpha.
And yeah,
One
a
zone
very,
remains.
very,
Keep hold of it.
I'd say clean and pretty quick cap on A. Bit of contest happened, but yeah, like I said before, just under 2 minutes on the clock to get on B. Anybody's going to win an offense in this control. This is how it's going to be. Probably just jinxed it there. Avon caught in the reload by Oliver. You're ready whenever? Alright. I'll see if there's a pause feature after this round potentially. And I'll ask Dave if he can quickly get you in. You're ready whenever? Alright. I'll see if there's a pause feature. If not, we'll have to wait until after the match. One way or another, we'll have to have you here. I'm sure people are probably sick of listening to my voice at this point. If not, even lives. 1 minute left on the clock. So, despite the slightly rougher start into this defense for the Dragons,
They're taking Bravo.
and these spawn kills are really going to be worth it. Nurshi, lovely kill on the hill. Absolutely no idea where she came from because I haven't got a mini map to look
We
at
are
properly.
contesting Bravo.
This is the issue that you have at this point.
We are
Nobody wants
defending
to sit
B.
around and wait for
Running out of
it's a
lives.
very staggered push coming in from the Foxes. One coming up, 10-15 seconds later, another kill happens. Wins
No
for
turning back now. Execute your orders.
It's not a short sprint from the spawn either. And again, like I said before, being 3v3, that's why
Dive
it's down the
slow.
hill.
Make them count.
You're making that run
Hostile
between
forces are
seconds
capturing
left.
B.
All doing what he can, but two teammates got taken out. Left him in a bit of a awkward
We are
position.
losing B. We are defending B.
So with those two kills coming in, I'd be surprised if this ends up going the way of the offense now. Despite a
Losing
much
Bravo.
better round start, technically speaking, we're looking in the favor, unless they can get
Hostiles
a
are
bit
out
more
of life.
favor.
Keep the pressure on.
2 kills though, no one's on the hill. This has to be a flawless hold now. No one can die. No one can die on the Foxes. If they do die, they're not coming back. Bit of an aggressive child there from Nershi. I'm not sure I rate it. So if they get the second take, they're at least tied. And
Finish
I
this.
don't think they quite made it. Alright, we'll have a gander if there's that pause function. Between rounds.
Switching sides.
I'm not seeing an obvious pause function there, Tom, so you're gonna have to just hang out, I'm afraid, dude.
Take all enemy
Alright.
zones.
So it's been defense all the way here. So, in theory, I'm sure you can probably guess what this is. Now, the question really is obviously if this does go the distance. I'm pretty sure that the Foxes didn't get that second time. So the Dragons are moving it. And with an instant push on B, any progress they get on this, even if they don't capture it, is very, very helpful to the ball. Oliver is not happy. I think that might have been a KSB. Something that is definitely gentleman agreement or GA in CDL for a reason. Bit of body shots, I'm sure he's not happy about that last round. Nearly a turn on from him as well. Gallagher might be getting to him a little bit here. Nearly a turn on from him. Yes, this is the risk you take with an opening push on the hard side. Cut the clock in half if you don't finish it.
We are
Sure, you
taking
pause
A.
the clock while you're capping, but only 40 seconds. I'm sure that will
Hostile
force them
forces
to
are
get on
contesting
hill.
Alpha.
They need to get on A now. See, with the positioning from
B and
Dave,
D,
I
time
figured
is our
with
enemy.
that hit, they might
Taking
try and do the
Alpha.
split tactics, try and divide forces.
Your trophy system has been destroyed.
It's probably not the sensible decision, which is why I'm watching this. That's even more
Enemies contesting Alpha.
That's a clean 3 dead, and I'm pretty sure that was Oliver going in for a cheeky back. Very bad manners from the man. Example of this series, that's for sure.
We are taking B. We are capturing Alpha. Forces are contesting Alpha. We are taking A.
Yeah, it's very much like the last
Hostiles
seconds of the
contesting
previous
A.
round.
Taking
Can't really afford to give anything up here. That said, if they finish A, it's a completely new game. Looks like they're going to.
A. We've taken A.
With another minute on the
Infiltrate
clock,
their last
even
zone.
worse. That extra progress we got at the start of the round.
We are low on life.
It's another 3 dead though, which doesn't particularly bode well when you're looking at it. It's another 3 dead though, which doesn't particularly bode well when you're looking at it.
Enemy team is running low on lives.
I think that might have been a sticky. I didn't see how pop it was, but nice second grenade kill coming in just after.
Team is running low on lives.
Is this going to be the offensive round to break them all? I hate to think the delay on shooting that trade. If he managed to hit the shot first time, maybe he turns.
We have taken Bravo.
And that's the cap. And that's an offense win. Maybe he turns.
We have taken Bravo.
And that's the cap. That's an offense. The question is, can Foxes turn around and bounce back and do the exact same thing? It's certainly not impossible.
Switching rally points.
Certainly not impossible.
Switching rally points. Prevent hostile forces from taking our zones.
Onto the defense. Now, I wonder if the Foxes can try and make a similar play. 3-man rush, 2-man and a 1-man rush B.
We're in the lead.
And see if they can get instant control. Lots of fights going on the top of the plane right now. Dave's teammates shooting something, so someone to flank. I think they can see each other.
We are contesting A.
When he's at the edge of the plane, he was in the corner below the stairs, right below the stairs. I have absolutely no idea how they could see each other until then. That is absolutely wild. And nobody checks for that. Nobody checks. Snake in the corner. No offense, Dave. Couple flags, perfect time to push. It's being done by those. He's getting actual flashbangs off. Potentially something they might need to consider changing going forwards in the game tomorrow if they lose this one.
Hostiles are swarming our zones. We are defending Bravo.
Cheeky contest, just made that play. Nearly had the rotate around Crab. Very close to beaming in there. And this is the difficulty of 3v3. Sure, they're on A right now. They're looking at this round a little bit further. If they can hold that contest.
We are almost out of time.
That's the difficulty. The zones go up that much slower, and the run back is much longer.
They're taking
Because
Bravo.
obviously the staggered push between 4 people, people continuing running. One less man to get their feet on the floor. It's a rough position to be in, that's for sure.
Hostiles are taking Alpha.
Need to cap A realistically in the next 10 seconds. 1v3 of whoever's
We are
last alive
contesting
on the flag point. You see on the minimap on Dave's screen the pinch. One person covering the back of the crates. Dave is at the front. The street's raining in from somebody. Boy, I wish I could see who.
We are losing multiple zones. Fight back. We are defending B.
Every time they clear one zone, there's somebody on the other one.
We are down to our last zone.
Just get
Defend
in
it.
time. 3.6 seconds after the clock, I believe it was, and they just get A. But the lives are in a very, very poor situation. Everybody needs to basically maintain a 2.0 KD now in this round, just to make it happen. And it's not looking that way. 2 ticks of progress already on B. Clean 3 dead, and they can certainly make it happen. But but they've got now one and a little bit pushes to
losing
try and
B.
get
The enemy team
and
have
with
no
2
lives
more
left.
dead, only 2 alive. That last run up the hill is probably going to be painful for the Foxes. Looking like a 3-0 out of the Dragons. Nice way to open the tournament. We'll be seeing more of them later this evening. This is a
Contesting Bravo.
1v10,
Finish this.
and that'll be that. And you have it. 3-0, and that'll be that. Alright, we'll look at getting the old Bullen in here. Now that series is over and done with. Don't get to see the last 2 maps. Quite disappointed we didn't get to see the Miami Search and Destroy. I feel like it would have been incredibly slow, but potentially an interesting one going into that 3v3. So with those 2 having played, we'll be seeing the Gators up against the Cobras in the next game, whenever we get all those players into the lobby and ready to go. OO is out that lobby fast. He is not happy. Understandably so, I'm sure he probably would have liked to maybe get a win there. So, as I was saying anyway, Cobras and the Gators. So we've got Cold Silence, someone who's been in and out of tournaments previously from Dave. Frazzles, also known as Fraser if I remember correctly. And Hoff, the Ryan. Going up against Matty G. Kept appearing in and out of the lobby earlier. I'm not sure why he's not even playing now. Well, he wasn't even playing then anyway. Hudson Jr. and Chris Perez. One of the mods who was in the channel earlier. I'm sure he's around somewhere. Get that man in and ready to go. One of the mods who was in the channel earlier. I'm sure he's around somewhere. Good news as well is there's should actually potentially have 3 people in here. We should have Dave operating the Codcaster, seeing as he won't be playing in this next series. Speaking of the next series, we do have the maps and modes already ready to go. So we'll be seeing what, 1 or 2 potential repeats. I have a message saying that Dave is now listening to me, so God knows now I've got to have that paranoia. Lovely. So in the next series we'll have Raid Hardpoint. First time that one's showing up. Very interesting map. Very slaying heavy. Express Search and Destroy will be second, so we'll be seeing that one again. Still hoping for somebody to get hit by a train. Don't know if the trains are even enabled in the CDL mode, but I'm still going to hold out a hope for it. Raid Control is the 3rd map, and if we go the distance in the next series, it'll be an Apocalypse Hardpoint, and then that Miami Search and Destroy, which I'm really hoping to see. Purely so we can bring out the old line sights from Study. So plenty of rubbish about that for as long as I like. I know you're listening, Dave. Get the man Tom in here. Get that fool over. GG on the first series. See you in a bit.
Hello, stream. I know it's been a while. Currently,
the person you're actually here to listen to.
Currently, we are, I think, waiting on Ryan to get here. He did say he'd be available around 10, so we could be waiting a few minutes on him. I'll post the message out now, and Tom needs to join in any of the main VCs on my Discord, and I'll drag him in.
Alright, I mean, there's certain words for Ryan. I'm sure Dave knows them. I'm not allowed to call him on the stream. It's known for missing things, I should say. Fair enough. There he is. Hey, it's the Tom.
I am here.
Oh my god, you are loud. I don't know if that's loud on stream, but that's so loud for me. Oh my days. Come again? Say something?
Hello there.
There we go. I turned you down a smidge. You're all good. How have you been? How's it going?
I'm good. I am here. I am ready.
Did you enjoy that first series? I don't actually know how much of it you caught.
I only caught the last game.
You caught Oliver teabagging and shooting bodies at least then.
I caught Ollie being a very naughty boy in this tournament and shooting basically everybody.
I've had messages. He's not happy.
I think it's understandable.
Understandable. Yes, I can completely appreciate where it's coming from. But he's one of these.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Keep the mood high. Keep moving on with it. Talk rubbish until Ryan gets here, because that man is late as hell. He's only actually like 5 minutes late, to be honest. And it's not even that bad, really.
No, I felt like Ollie's team. I don't know what their name is. The Gators. Gators.
No, they're the Foxes.
They're the Foxes. Alright, yeah. Their team, I feel like they did really well, especially Neres. I feel like Neres definitely put in a shift.
Yeah, I'm not particularly familiar with the two teammates, but they were both, you know, they were both fragging. Neither of them really at any point, you know, I was looking and being like, oh, you know, they're really lagging behind. They need to pick it up. They're not doing enough. It was more the objective play they lost out on, because the kills outside of that last round of the control, the kills for the most part across the board were team versus team relatively consistent. Obviously, I'm sure you can guess the two players on either team that were maybe fragging out a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was just looking at it all.
Expected.
I think the main difference is when you come to the bigger players on each team, one of them definitely is a lot more tactical compared to the others.
Yeah.
Because obviously when you're going with Ollie is obviously someone who plays a bit more competitively when it comes to this game.
Of course.
As well as Dave. I don't know about the other two on either team, but you can definitely tell that they have that skill. It's just the difference of, can they do the tactical side and get that objective done?
Yeah, I think one of the things I was talking about as well is 3v3 is not something people are particularly familiar with. It's a much better format to go for when you're running a tournament of this nature. Can't blame him trying to get teams together for a 4v4 type of tournament. Yeah, that'd be pretty rough getting enough people involved. So with it being 3v3 and the timings on maps and the fact that there's so many angles and lanes to potentially watch, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just takes a lot of cooperation in a sense, and it's one of the things where it's like, again, in Ollie's respect, I don't think he really has any contact with his teammates prior to
Not
this.
particularly. It is very much, I mean, even then, not just talking about Oliver, I'll be honest, I don't even know if the other two, Crabman and Nursey, not sure how you say her name.
I think it's Neres, isn't it?
I mean, I could just be butchering it entirely. Who knows? Apologies if you're listening.
Sorry, I could be butchering it as well.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even know if those two know each other particularly well. So, you know, under the assumption that it's three players that have never played together before, it was a commendable performance.
Well, I mean, it's again, it's one of those things when it comes to these tournaments. I don't feel like many people have that cooperation. I mean, I remember the 2 times I've been in these tournaments, I've played with people who I haven't necessarily typically play with.
Yeah, there's 2 routes you can go down. You can either just try really hard and just try and work together and communicate that way, or have a bit of a laugh with it.
No, that's exactly it.
Because the synergy that comes with a team that, for example, plays ranked plays together all the time, it's not going to be there when you're just entering a tournament like this.
No, that's very true. I mean, I remember the first tournament, which was the World War II one. And
I remember that one very well for reasons
yes.
Oliver would not like me to mention. It had to be brought up on stream at one point.
Yes. Obviously, me and my teammate did win. It was a 2v2 tournament.
Oh yeah, you really had to mention that one.
Hey,
yeah.
You were in the final too.
Yeah, I mean, not really sure how.
Better team won.
The refusal to put the sniper away, I don't know how.
No, but
that was a funny one.
Nah, I do remember that tournament, and it was one of those things where my teammate, I didn't really have any contact with prior. I've never played with them before, but again, it's all down to that communication at the end of the day. I mean, I remember you and your teammate, obviously, at the time as well, you obviously didn't have that much communication.
I mean, it is what it is going into it, and that's largely why you choose it as a bit of fun.
Exactly.
You know, it's all you're really here for.
No, that's definitely it. So, what sort of maps are we
So-
playing for this one?
Before I go into the maps, just to outline it in case you didn't hear, we do have the entirety of the Cobras here. They're there, ready to go, doing their classes, doing what they want at the lobby. Still waiting on the Gators, which is Cold Silence. Can't remember who he is exactly, but I know he's familiar. I'm pretty sure it's
He was your
Fraser,
teammate.
Frazzles. Is that him? It's been a long time.
Cold Silence was your
And
teammate.
Ryan.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, Ryan's pretty good. Like, this depends
I'm
what
honestly-
condition Fraser is in as to whether this team does well or not, I think.
I was thinking about this, and I was looking at this team, and I was thinking, you know what? I think this team could be a powerhouse, because I feel like with Fraser and Danny, they have that gun skill, and they've played the game before.
You say they played the game before. This game. Do you know if they've actually played this game?
I haven't, but I remember when we played in the previous tournament, while they were also in there, they never really played those games anyway, and they, in general, were still
They're pretty good,
pulling
yeah.
out kills.
No, it's a fair point. It's a fair
I
point.
think the only difference in that team is, again, Fraser and Danny, they both have that gun skill, but I just don't know if they have that that tactical side to it. But I think that's where Hoff will come in,
Yeah.
because I think obviously he is, from what I know, is a good player, as well as he plays
There's
a lot
of rank
competitive.
play with Oliver.
Exactly.
There's a lot of rank play with Oliver. So, if anybody on that team is going to be minded in that direction, it would be him.
I honestly feel like that team in general is a powerhouse, and I think it all depends on who shows up at the day.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
I definitely feel like if they play well together and they show up, I think they're definitely like high contenders.
No, that's fair enough. Onto the maps that you mentioned, now that I've actually got them open on Mifu. So, it would be opening up with a raid hardpoint, going over to Express Search and Destroy, then back to raid for a control. Hey, there we go, he's got them up on screen, he's almost like he's listening to us. Apocalypse hardpoint for the 4th, and a Miami Search and Destroy for the last one. DRS smells, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
couldn't
Ninja
agree
Biscuit.
more. You know what? I think that is very good cooperation to the chat, and I have to agree with you.
Oh dear. Just bullying the man. It's his birthday tournament, for God's sake. I feel like that's the last thing we're supposed to be saying.
Hey, we can't be biased.
I mean,
We-
well, neither of us are playing. I know we're technically casting, but
Exactly. As casters, we can't
I'm
be
not
biased.
sure I'd call what happened over the last 3 months casting. I'm pretty sure it was just me waffling to myself. I
3
can't remember
months.
anything that I said. I was definitely related to the game the whole time, I can say that much.
From what I was listening to, you were definitely talking the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was on topic. Whether it was good or not, that's a different question. Feel bad for the guys who got him on his team. I mean, they won the first series. So I'm not sure Dave cares right now. Carried on not, Ninja Biscuit.
Also,
But
one
yeah,
of those
so-
things where David was still pulling his weight.
Yeah, and not just running off completely on his own and doing nothing. Very, very un-World War II of Dave.
Yeah.
Apologies for the delay as well. Still holding on for the entirety of the Gator squad.
Yes, I mean it's again, it's just one of those things where it's hard to try and get people all together.
No, it's not the easiest thing to organise, and I'm sure it's not particularly easy as well for Dave flying around messaging everyone, trying to get everybody in place at the same time as each other. I just checked the tournament chat. Dave's got confirmation for 2 out of 3 of the players. I'm willing to put money on who the 3 is that they don't.
Probably Fraser.
No, I'd say it's Ryan.
No, really?
There's a certain word beginning with N that should make you realise why I'm thinking Ryan. Yes. You see. You understand.
Yes.
Can David do a flip? I don't know. I mean, I'd happily do a flip for you, Ninja, but I'd probably break something. And you also couldn't see it, so it wouldn't even be worth it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't end well.
No, but it'd be very entertaining. Though. Say drop a 50 pack of subs on Dave's stream, and I'll do a backflip on camera for you guys, or I'll try.
Oh Jesus!
No one's putting that much money on the stream. Do you know how much that is, mate?
You never know, man. Never know.
Oh, I said it was Ryan.
Told you.
Damn it. No, that's fair. Dave's confirmed we're waiting on Fraser, which I'm sure you could probably guess from my reaction. Very disappointed there, although I am happy that Ryan's made it on time. I mean, Ninja, go ahead. I want to hear a joke, but I have a feeling you're going to say it's me.
Or from what I can see, oh god.
Oh dear.
Can we get a ban in the chat, please?
There was an attempt.
There was definitely an attempt. I feel like it was a failed attempt, but it was an attempt.
See, the worst bit is that I know for a fact that I would genuinely laugh at that if I'd had a few beers. Because,
Well, you haven't,
no, I haven't.
so it's a
But-
fail.
I appreciate the attempt all the same. Tom's being a bit of a party pooper anyway. He's not appreciating the joke.
That's me. The pooper at the party.
Come on, Mr. Fraser, I believe in you.
This
Has
is sort of
Fraser
time where I
even
take things again.
played the game recently? Have you seen him at all recently?
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really play the game.
I think the last time I played with him was pretty early in Modern Warfare.
I mean, technically, I do have the game installed, so I could jump in as a sub. But I don't know if that would end well.
I mean, are you allowed to cast and be a sub at the same time? Because I feel like that'd be kind of funny.
Can I cast
Also,
while
actually,
I'm
no, that
subbing?
would also be cheating. That would probably be cheating. Maybe
Well,
don't
I
do
would
that.
just keep my mic on while I play.
Well, yeah, but you'd also be able to see the Discord and everything, because this VC is private.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, so you'd be able to see.
I guess it'd be
everybody
one of
else's
those
play.
things where I'd have to choose sub or commentate, to be honest.
Ninja. The puns. My days.
I think I've come to the conclusion that Ninja is just a bit of a, I don't know, what do we call it? Child.
I mean, I like a good pun. I'm not just gonna laugh at them, but I do like them. I feel like you can hear that I'm smiling. Somewhat. I don't know, maybe I just sound the same as
You're in a
normal.
good mood.
Just to
Oh,
update on the situation, I've had further complications with the team, the Gators, so unfortunately it looks like I'm going to have to scramble for substitutes, but we'll see what happens.
Alrighty. That's not particularly what you like to hear. Probably looking for substitutes for that team. But it is what it is. If people aren't around and people aren't available, Tom, you might actually be being called up.
Is this going to
Should be
be
an
my
interesting
third tournament, third win?
Don't see why you shouldn't.
What'd you say?
I don't see why you shouldn't do it.
You gotta hop in here on the voice chat and start casting as well and talking with me then, Dave.
That's absolutely fine.
Nobody wants to listen to me talk on my own for 3 maps again, I can promise you that.
I'd be down to.
Well,
I
not
mean-
necessarily free maps.
Is Kratzman joining the lobby because you've asked him to be a sub?
I haven't, no.
Because he's just here for a good time.
He's
Indeed.
begging for attention.
That's
I mean, what? I didn't say anything.
Just to confirm on what's happening overall in a bit more detail. So the 3 on the Gators are meant to be Ryan Hoff, Fraser, and Danny, as has been previously explained. Unfortunately, I haven't heard from Ryan tonight, but he did say he was active and ready to go earlier, a few days ago. Just waiting for him to get home from work. Fraser, I haven't heard from him in a while.
The mystery man.
So Yeah, and I've just had confirmation from Danny that he hasn't installed his multiplayer despite having months in notice. So.
Oh Jesus.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
like
a bit of a
both me,
joke.
you and
Really.
Reuben.
On
Looks
a
like both me and
technicality-
Reuben have to come in.
I mean, if that happens, Euros on mouse and keyboard, which is definitely not fair.
No, honestly, it's fine.
Yeah, but I can't cast.
No, I know, but I'd cast.
If there's an emergency,
Oh,
alright,
God.
I'll hop in with Tom.
Oh
but
god.
It's
Me
gonna
and
go
Reuben
very
have to
poorly
fucking
for me.
kill some bitches.
Well, we'll see how it goes. How many babies does it take to paint a wall? Depends how hard you throw them. Nice. Jesus Christ.
I think someone needs to control this, man.
It's an interesting one.
I can confirm Crad came into the lobby to offer his services as a substitute.
Is he allowed to do that as a member of another team?
Yeah.
He is allowed to do it because it happened last year with Catman.
Yeah.
My only concern for it is, say for example,
If they face off against each other.
say for example, Matty wins, then Crad has to face himself, so it doesn't really
Which
make
does-
sense. No,
Yeah,
granted
that's-
it would be tomorrow, so they would potentially have a different player in. I don't know. It's a bit messy though.
I thought it was the winners game was happening tonight. I thought
It
was
is.
those
It
three.
is. Yeah. Sorry, but like tomorrow, for example, say if no one's available still,
Oh,
then-
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a bit complicated, really, because, as I say, this has been planned 2 months in advance, and unfortunately, we can't have the luxuries of people turning up when I ask them to.
Getting their lives together. My God.
Danny has
It's
also
clear.
offered an alternative, so I'm just going to message him real quick.
Okay. Oh, we'll hang fire and we'll see exactly what gets confirmed as a team. It'll be all the more interesting though if it turns out that the Gators end up winning the whole thing somehow despite all of this.
It would be quite funny. What a storyline that would be.
Yeah, the team with 6 players ends up winning.
Do you, honestly though, like when you have multiple players playing for multiple teams, it makes the cards that I make really annoyingly complicated.
Yeah, no, it's because it's ranked in terms of what you're using versus against everyone else, and then obviously you're technically on the leaderboard twice as 2 different teams.
Yeah, like for example,
Yeah.
I didn't make Catman 2 cards last year. I just combined what he did under his main team because
And
it
that's
was one.
very misleading.
It is, but again, complications shouldn't be happening. So you know.
Yeah. What else can you do?
Exactly,
What else
yeah.
can you do? Hello, Chaos Gaming.
Hey, Chaos, how's it going, man? Welcome. Unfortunately, we're in a bit of a predicament with delays. We are missing pretty much an entire team. Unfortunately, there's no pleasant way to put that.
So what is it? They say Crowd's offered his services, Tom is technically available.
Yes.
Who's available from the actual Gator scene,
Currently,
if anybody?
no one.
It's going to be
Nice.
Ollie and Reuben.
Ryan, as I say, has confirmed he is playing, but I haven't heard from him today, so...
Yeah, I only last heard from him hours ago when I was sorting out predictions for the CDL, so... It's been a
Also,
while.
I will say, after the game was finished, I had an immediate complaint about the XM4, so I'm very happy to ban that going forward, assuming everyone else is happy with that, but I had instant complaints about the XM4 being in there, so to fix those, I don't mind dropping it.
I mean, I've obviously not got a complaint, because I'm not playing.
True.
Ban what you like.
I understand the criticism for it, but at the same time, everyone is available to use those, so...
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Yeah.
People don't like using things like that because they like going with the GAs and like taking it full serious, but
Exactly.
it's there and it's on the table. It's Hudson Jr. Awful Gun. I mean, I'm just going to say yes. I don't actually play this game. I could not tell you a single call out except lights and caution.
Oh shit.
I know those two.
Garrison.
Yeah. And I always forget the name of the map anyway, so I don't even know why I'm going there.
You'd be awful at call outs if you are the side.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh.
Yeah. I won't be calling anything out. I'll just be talking shit. Literally just shoot bodies, sprint around the map, Fucking
I'm
noob.
just gonna be smashing my leg in rage, so it'll be fine.
God.
I honestly haven't really played this game this year.
It's been
I
like
think I
that for a
played
lot
a
of people, I
fair
think.
amount.
It's a very strange pace, this game. It doesn't feel like you fly at gunfights the same way you do in like some of the previous games, like Black Ops 4 and some of the jetpack games. But it also doesn't feel a lot like, say for example, in Modern Warfare. You hold the power position, you ain't coming out that power position unless you run out of ammo or you screw up massively. What's in this game, you kind of can't really get as aggressive as you could in jetpack games, but you hold those power positions and you somehow still get ripped at 200 meters by a submachine gun.
It is a bit odd, isn't it?
It's a very strange balance of gameplay, and I don't understand how Treyarch have managed it. It's quite phenomenal when you think about it.
Yeah. Are there any maps over the previous series you want to talk over, potentially?
My sincere disappointment, I'll be honest, about Express.
Why's that?
This is a question. Well, this is a question I actually did bring up before you and Tom appeared.
Yeah.
In the CDL rule set, are the trains disabled, or are the rounds just not lasting long enough?
They are disabled.
That is so disappointing.
There was a bug earlier in the year where it wasn't disabled, where it was meant to be. But, unfortunately, they took it out, because I could see that
appreciate
happening.
why.
Yeah, yeah.
I can appreciate why it's been taken out, but I was
Funny moment.
kind of gunning for that to happen.
I want people to get run over.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be pretty entertaining. Another
Makes the
slightly
content.
sad note. I kind of wanted it to go to Game 5.
Same. I was looking forward to Miami S&T, I'm not gonna lie.
I know Miami in the CDL is very boring, but that's largely to do with the fact that people at that level of play it slowly for information, and they won't make a move until they know exactly where people are. But in the 3v3 where it's a bit more loosey-goosey, I was kind of interested to see how rotations were going to work out, how people were going to hold bomb sites, because I know one of the bomb sites is a bit more enclosed, but there's a lot of directions to look, and the other one by the beach is very open. How do you hold that with 3 people? That many angles and lanes to look
Yeah,
at?
it is a bit odd. Whenever I like play that in League play, I find it to be a sniper's paradise, because they just hold up on a heady, dip out, and shoulder peek every 5 seconds.
Keep throwing shoulders and you'll be fine. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, on the whole, I mean, the first 3 maps otherwise were quite entertaining. It's a little bit of a strange one in the hard point. I did bring up that it was interesting to see potentially first set of rotations, second set of rotations. You had the worst spawn or the worst side of the map going towards P1 and then into P2. It does beg the question of what potentially would the score have been had you maybe had those spawns a bit better. Because I feel like the spawns are a bit stickier in 3v3, and it's not as easy to get people out the back as you might potentially want it to be.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have a better view on that from your perspective than I do on mine with the whole map view.
I don't have really. I wasn't even tapped into game, if I was honest, the whole time. I was kind of just going on what you could see because I didn't want to say anything. That
True, of course.
See,
yes, my apologies. Yes.
Yeah, like I did have access to the podcast myself, but obviously stream can't see that, so there's no point talking about information that wasn't really available to people. Hence why it was more waffle rather than proper analysis.
Yeah, we did kind of start slow in the hard point, and I don't know what it was. I mean, to be fair, we hadn't played as a 3 before this tournament, collectively. I played a few games with Alex, but I hadn't played with Brad for a while. And I wasn't sure what they were going to run, apart from Alex. I knew he was going to be an AR. So I was going to be the filler for either a flex player or a sub player. And I just had a look at saying who's running what. And that was like the first 2 hills are like my getting into period, I guess. Like, just understanding what the other 2 were using. And I thought, right, okay, if Brad's going to use an AR, we need something up close. And that's why I switched to a sub.
Apparently you got carried, Dave.
I mean...
You got carried by Avon. Sad times. I mean, one thing that I was interested in, and it was something I was thinking about earlier in the day, it's the whole concept that in the 3v3, there's a lot of lanes, there's a lot of angles to watch. Then to make the argument that somebody is going to slip the net eventually. it's inevitable. Someone's going to get through without being seen, or they're going to get one kill and flood the back of the map from where you are. So the conversation I was kind of having with myself was like, well, okay, with that in mind, do you just play 3 subs and go with the inevitable? We're going to be fighting on the hill in a second anyway. Let's just be ready for that kind of fight. Or do you use the ARs maybe to try and hold everyone at arm's length? Because in 3v3, I feel like it's a much more interesting conversation than 4v4s. Because again, a 4v3, 1 kill as an opening pick comes in, it's not that bad of a situation. But obviously, the less players you go with, the difficulty kind of scales to hold it.
Very true. Very true.
I'm not sure it ultimately mattered all that much, to be honest. I feel like people were quite comfortable with what they were running. The overall setup's perfectly good. There was a lot of congestion in that first map.
Was there?
Yeah, I think it got to the point where you're in the 3rd rotation and there was about 50 seconds left on the play clock.
Right.
At about 190 points.
Oh, really?
Give or take. Yeah.
Not fair.
It was one of those ones where if that set up into the 3rd set of rotations, I think honestly, if you didn't get as good of a P2 as you did, the clock may have been a serious conversation.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention to the clock. I didn't hear it beep.
No, you wouldn't have. You
Yeah.
wouldn't have been live in game. I mean, it's completely understandable. But yeah, it was something that, we weren't far off really having that conversation in a serious manner.
Yeah, fair. Right, I gotta try and work out who's substituting, because go figure. I've tried contacting the sub, no answer. So
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Ninja Chaos Gaming, get in here.
So it's either, well, I mean, we kind of need to sub for 2 here, which is annoying. I can probably get Danny in for tomorrow when his update's done, which he's had 2 months to do. But
It's ridiculous, that one. Can't believe it. Oh,
I mean, I literally told him
cry.
like 2 days ago that it's today, and it's still not ready. So that's a bit unfortunate, a bit upsetting, really. But
yeah,
can't be changed now. So we've got to try and move on, try and find someone new. And it's a bit difficult because I don't want to use people who are also in the tournament, especially those who haven't been eliminated yet. So it's a bit difficult in that aspect. I'm going to go on mute for a bit, guys, and just try and understand and work out how I can do this as quick as possible. Ryan should be here now.
Need either of us to hop in.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
No worries, dude. Good luck. All
This
right.
is an interesting turn of events.
Very, very interesting. A wee bit of drama. I mean, it's not really even drama. I'm not even sure I'd call it drama, but
hey, you gotta play on the clickbait in a sense, you know.
Is it a Dave Run tournament without someone forgetting to update or install the game or do something of that nature?
I mean, it's a first.
I feel like it isn't. I swear,
feel like it is.
I swear somebody didn't have the game installed one year.
I mean,
I swear, I'll have to ask Dave for confirmation, but I swear that happened.
The tournaments I was in, I don't think there's been a problem.
I think the only one I've ever actually been in was the World War II one. I never did any of the other ones.
Did you? I thought you did the Modern Warfare one.
I don't think I did.
Actually, no, you probably didn't.
I really don't think I did. I don't think I was available.
Because you don't have a player card, and he made a player card in the Modern Warfare ones.
Maybe I'm just that forgettable.
No, I don't think you were in the
Went
Modern
0 and 69 and hardpoint.
I didn't play in the Black Ops 4 one, I think.
No, I did play in that one.
What, the Black Ops 4?
Yeah.
I didn't play that one. I played...
Because I had a paddy at Big Tom for using RK7s all the time. Because we were losing a hardpoint and I was just getting mapped by an RK7. I was just like, this is just really sad.
That's fair. No, I mean...
RK7.
I do remember the World War II tournament. I think that was such a good tournament in my opinion.
I think... this is a bit off topic, but it's kind of related. I think it's largely to do with the game. I know people didn't like World War II for the most part of the game. but the maps, I think, were almost better suited to 2v2 and 3v3. Like, for example, if you take actual maps that were in the league, Arden's Forest, for example, it's just a 3-lane map with 2 cuts in mid. That's it. It's very simple, dumbed-down maps in that game, and obviously for 4v4 and 6v6 content, it's a bit rubbish, if I'm going to be honest with you. But it works very well for 2v2s and 3v3s. And the same.
I'd be more than happy to return.
Yeah, like what was the boat? I always forget the boat's
USS
name.
Texas.
Yeah. Like, okay, I know a lot of people weren't a fan, but again, the style of it was very good for 2v2 and 3v3s.
I just remember I think me and other Tom, we literally just sat at the back just to kind of play things out and then moved. And I remember you guys getting really angry at that.
Well, it was just, we were kind of like, you know, because I didn't put sniper away for borderline the entire time. So I was running up to mid-map and just finding a position and be like, aiming here, alright, they're not there. Just run somewhere else. Aim here, they're not there. I just kept doing that. And
you're like, what the hell is them?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was, you know, that was just the way we were playing it. We're just like, well, sod it, we're just going to run at them. But there was nobody to run at, and it was kind of just like, oh, okay. Now we're not sure what we're doing for the rest of the round.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like, well, I'm pretty sure that exact same map, I think it was in the final. I think me and Tom were literally just singing Country Roads while running.
I remember you saying. Ninja says World War II for him was a 1v2 for the most part. I do not remember who you were playing with.
He was playing with Dave.
I
think it was him and Dave. And I think Dave got literally eliminated right off the bat.
I'm pretty sure he got double dunked. Literally lost the first one, lost the second. Bosh. I think no, I do remember though they were having issues in the first series because it was against Oliver's team, and I swear Dave DC'd, and I think that might be what Ninja's on about. Dave DC'd or had connection issues, but said that they could just let the map stand.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
No, I remember it was on Arden Forest. I can't remember whether he DC'd or whether something else happened, but it actually was a 2v1 for a while, which,
yeah,
you know, it would have been a competitive match against Ollie anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think they played against you and Danny. I think that was in the losers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we knocked them out after the one with Oliver that I'm on about.
Actually, no, I think you didn't make it. I think you got in the losers right at the end, didn't you? Not right off the bat. So I think it might have. I don't know.
No, because I'm 90% sure it was my team that put Dave out.
Because my team definitely. I don't think my team lost. I think we made it all the way to the final.
I'm pretty sure we lost our opening game, but God knows who to. I'd have to ask Dave to get the bracket out at this point. And yeah, Ninja's just said it is the case. Dave did DC, which is rough scenes, but
it was a while ago.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been last week. I'd probably have difficulty telling you exactly what happened in that series.
See, I think I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna try and open up this previous tournament and just
Why are you looking at the VODs?
I gotta look at the VODs, bro. It was a good tournament on my behalf.
This man cares too much. He wins one thing and he keeps going back.
Hey, I won twice, man.
What was the second thing you won?
I
Oh no,
won
no,
the
no, no,
Modern
no,
Warfare
no. No,
tournament.
last year. That doesn't count because your team was stacked as hell. I can't say
Doesn't
that
matter.
word. Yeah, but I'm not being funny. If
Doesn't
you
matter.
somehow
I
managed to
won.
lose-
I won the tournament.
If you somehow, because this was at the time where all of us were still playing together as a group.
I think
reasonably
someone's just a
often.
little salty, you know.
I didn't even play in that tournament. How can I
just-
be salty?
I just think someone's a little salty.
Bruh. It's no words. No, it being completely serious. Like I said, this was that time where we were all playing reasonably often. And with you and Dave on one team, it was...
You guys got demolished.
I didn't play. I don't know who you demolished. I'm sure you did. But I don't know who it was. Other than there was a team, wasn't there a team called like Dutty Pigs? Because you were the
that was
purple
Ollie's
boys. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you were
that
the
was
purple
Ollie's.
boys. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was a reset in the final, but then they lost. Or something like that.
Wait, what?
Because obviously they came from losers.
No, I don't think. I think we beat them outright.
I mean,
I don't
fair
think
enough.
so.
Like I said, I wasn't there. Oh
fine.
dear. I think we should
Oh,
convert
no,
this
I know.
tournament into a free-for-all tournament.
Oh no, that's the.
Only I get to stay on mouse and keyboard and
That's
use
the
an LC10.
NW one. I'm looking for the World War II one, not the NW. Sure. Am I allowed to swear? I've just been swearing this entire
I've been avoiding swearing. I think I've sworn once.
I've just got a potty mouth, so...
Yeah, you do. I mean, to be fair, not as bad as me. I think it's very respectable, the effort that's been put in this evening. I normally swear every other word. We've been kind to the stream. I mean, not really, because you've been listening to me for the last 2 hours. But I can pretend it's kind. If I open my phone, does he get another viewer?
Somewhat tempted to just re-watch these tournaments just so I can feel good about myself.
But why do you need to feel good about yourself that when you could just quick scope people in Far Cry? World's best at Far Cry, clearly. I'm sure Dave is tearing his hair out right now.
He says he thinks he has a solution.
Oh, does he? Where did he say that? Or did he DM you?
No, in the tournament show.
Oh, I've not been keeping an eye on that one.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it?
It's just because I've had the video chat open the entire time. Not been paying attention.
I've literally, because I had 2 monitors, I just put the stream on the right side, and I got the chat on the left.
Yeah, see, I'm only going on one monitor because I'm lazy. I did ask Dave if he wanted me to get a second one out, but we didn't bother in the end.
Probably gonna have to.
I mean, not really. Because the thing is because obviously the actual broadcast is being hosted from Dave's PC, we're just talking over it. Kind of doesn't matter what I can and can't see, because even if, you know, I'm on Codcaster, so I can be in the lobby and be a neutral host for everybody, but say I change the camera perspective, or I change who we're watching, or pull up a different scoreboard or something, stream can't see that. It's not shared, so
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
can
I'm
just
looking.
pick
So,
up.
yeah, so the first match of the World War II tournament, me and Tom versus our Ollie and Matt.
Maybe it was me that Dave DC'd against then.
I think it was.
It was, yes.
Yeah,
it
because I
was.
remember asking you if you wanted to reset actually.
It was Arden
and you were
Forest,
just like,
CTF, yeah.
yeah, and you were just like, nah, I'm gonna have a paddy about it.
Anyway, to provide an update on the situation, Hoff has finally come back to me and confirmed he'll be on in the next 5 to 10, which is better than what we've had.
Okay.
We are going to have to substitute Nerys from the last game from the Fox's team.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom, are you available to play on that team too?
Oh god.
The offer there, you've got to now.
Yeah.
I mean, I
the
can try.
out of all the options available, that to me makes the most balanced.
Sounds the fairest.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to put that in place.
Because Ryan
now.
is good, so.
Okay, well
right.
let me.
I'm going to go back on
let me
mute
just-
a moment.
I'm just gonna quickly double check that everything is okay on my end.
I mean, as long as you have the game installed and you're able to make it into the
I know,
lobby,
but
I
this
can
is
move
the
you
thing.
through.
I need to check now.
Oh, don't tell me you've offered yourself. Did you?
Well,
have
I don't
you,
know.
Question.
I've
when
definitely
did you last
updated
go
it.
on the PS5? When did you
Definitely
last go?
updated it.
I was gonna say
Definitely
because there was that mid-season update.
Yeah, I think it was like a 3 gig update.
Something of that nature. It wasn't too bad, but copying is a pain in the booty. Especially, is the copying better on the PS5 than the PS4? Has that improved?
I don't know. It's copying.
I can take that as a no.
copying's a bitch.
Take that as a comfortable no, then copying is not improved. Don't buy the PS5, PC Master Race.
Oh, here we go.
Advertise live on stream.
Okay, opening that foldable. See what's happening here.
Can this man get in lobby in the next 10 years?
Who, me?
Maybe.
Oh, there's a
maybe
chance I
right.
downloaded it and the multiplayer isn't downloaded. I don't know. I think it is.
Swear to God.
Hey, I wasn't planned.
No, I'm very aware. It's just Dave will be furious.
Well, no, you'll have to jump in.
I mean, yeah, I will, which will go very, very poorly for me.
And what? It's gonna go well with me?
Probably.
No, I haven't
Sure.
played this game since we were playing at the
Yeah, but you
start.
play on controller and you're consistent on the controller, and Ninja's cheering for you now, so you've got to.
Oh god,
You've got pressure now. You've got fans.
why? I don't want
You're,
fans.
you're nearly as famous as Scump at this point. Just dye your hair ginger.
God. Right.
I am not going ginger.
I've just had a call from Ryan, and Nerys is going down to play some more now. So we are ready to potentially go ahead now. On just waiting on you, Tom.
Oh god, there's so many cutscenes.
Yeah, there is. There is.
Why?
It makes you
this is
rewatch
proof
them
of how.
sometimes as
This
well.
is proof. This is proof of how long I haven't played this game. There's cutscenes everywhere.
Oh god, is it stacking the cutscenes from previous seasons or something?
Oh my god!
Okay,
Imagine.
my multiplayer is installed. I don't have any classes.
Take notes,
which should
Danny.
be interesting.
Yeah, just make sure custom classes are all good and your streaks are good too.
So you can use the same as in the league, so was it artillery and a hellstorm? Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Oh boy. Back in zip there.
So what score streaks?
Artillery and a Terry Crews.
Yeah.
What you're allowed to use.
I don't know if we're gonna go ahead with the XM4 ban yet or not. I'll probably hold a vote after today for that.
What ARs can I use?
XM4 or Craig. I think it's fair to say that every team should have the opportunity to have an opening game with it, then ban it.
Okay, yeah, I agree with
No
that.
one's
I agree
getting
with that.
eliminated yet. and
Exactly,
That's the
yeah.
fairest way to do
Have
it.
you got
yeah.
restrictions set up in your room?
There will
If you
CDL restrictions, so you can't put the obvious up.
Alright, I'm joining and I'm
The-
gonna do my classes in here.
Okay. I will say, Tom, just don't put a laser sight on, and that's pretty much it.
No snipers. You're allowed to pull one out because it will let you, but you're not.
Yeah. They're the biggest two, I'd say.
Oh god. I'm absolutely breaking it now.
Don't worry,
Basically,
it's fine.
don't use the sniper, don't use the smoke grenade, don't use the laser sight, and you're probably okay.
God. In another note, what the hell is this British weather we're all experiencing?
I want to die.
I want to die
It's
too.
horrible.
I'm just melting away.
Yeah, all the damn houses in the country are made to keep heat in, so it's not exactly pleasant. It's not good.
I'm just hoping that if I am playing, I want Ryan to carry me.
I mean, that's the idea. I know you're a bit inexperienced with the game and that, so I'm kind of taking that into consideration.
Yeah, again, I just feel sorry for my teammates. Pistols.
Renetti? No, it's not Renetti, it's Diamati.
Yeah, it's too much.
RK7.
Oh no.
Diamati, RK7.
Um,
Just whack that on. And I'll do you good enough.
God. I am literally. This is just a shock to my system.
Set up an
wait.
AK-47U, and set up either a Krig or an M4. And then maybe varying perks of those two classes. That'll do the trick.
Yeah, I've got preset classes on the tournament chat for you, Tom. So if you want to go do that, do you want to go ahead and leave the chat too, so you can sort that out and join your team?
God!
Get out of here.
God help me! Okay, I'm gonna die. See ya!
Before he
Good luck, man.
before he goes, does he need to get an invite or anything off one of the two he's teaming with?
So
I have to add.
Nerys, yeah.
Okay.
You've seen the message, I assume.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
How do I add people?
Please
Jesus.
tell us.
All right. Wonderful.
Oh,
Tom, I'm going to disconnect you, okay?
okay.
Good luck. Have fun. Well then.
And he's out of here.
Finally, we have a game underway. I'm just going to
When
bring up
Ryan
the...
gets here.
Yes. I'm going to bring up the maps just to go over again, so we can all remind ourselves of the maps that we'll be playing.
Okay, the lobby setup while you're doing that.
So, yeah, I'm going to start off with the raid hardpoint. I'm just going to say, I wanted this map set so badly. I love this map set so much. Express S&D I would switch out maybe, but...
You want to know something wild that I found out about that hardpoint?
Which hardpoint? The one we played?
Raid?
Oh,
No, raid.
right, yeah.
Completely off topic.
Yeah, go on.
Absolutely derailing. Apparently Toronto are undefeated
Oh, wow.
on raid hardpoint. Yeah, because they slapped phase on it. And then everybody's permabanned it against them since.
I see.
But I think they might have played it today against Florida, which could be concerning. Anyway, back to what you're doing.
What's that, sorry?
Back to what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm done derailing, sorry.
That's all good. Speaking of rails, Express S&D is map 2.
Segue, what?
Yeah, obviously we had this in our series as our map 2. Yeah, it's not my best map. I'm sure you saw the first rounds. I was like bottom of the table, and oh god, I felt like I was getting carried.
It was
that game.
played in a very strange fashion, and it is a shame in a way because there are a couple rounds where, especially one in particular that I remember, is a 1v2 in favor of your team.
Yeah.
And is it A is the outside bomb site or is that B?
A's the outside one. Yeah.
A is the outside one. Yeah. So the last guy alive, I believe it wasn't Oliver, and it wasn't. I don't think it was Nershi.
Nuri.
Nuri. I swear I saw an S.
Yeah,
right?
Nuri.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I think it was Crowd.
He wiggled onto a table, and his feet made noise. And it was over.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the one where you weren't alive, and I can't remember which one of your teammates it was literally crouched in the corner below the window in front of the bomb site.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you remember the one I'm on about? Because you must have been spectating it, I presume. And yeah, he heard him.
Oh, wow, okay.
He heard everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not paying attention for that.
Yeah, it's a shame because he put himself in the right position.
Yeah.
The call must have been made because the flank that then came from the second player alive basically just didn't give Crowd a chance.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, 100%. See how it plays out on this one, though. Again, we have Nerys coming back in for this one, so that'll be interesting. But Ray Control, this is probably one of my favourite map mode combos, especially my favourite control map. I find this map is actually fairly balanced for offense versus defense.
It's a strange one because I'd say across the board in Cold War, defense is favoured.
100%.
I don't think there's
100%.
much conversation to be had there. It's favoured.
Definitely.
And I think the way it plays out in an overall across 5 rounds is balanced. And I think it's by virtue of the fact that the zones are so unbalanced. What I mean by that is B on the main circle. Normally what people rush, you rush it, you stack it, you get those opening kills.
Yeah.
Probably sorted. You send one player to push through. You have somebody on the hill watching columns.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
And that consistency under which, and again, it might play a bit strange in 3v3s, but the consistency under which you can get that site nailed straight away, if you just get those opening picks, makes it so that there's much more of just a head-to-head bash on A.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it balanced. Because normally, unless you have a very bad offense, you often find that most teams have anywhere between a minute and a half and 2 minutes of time potentially on the clock to try and deal with A. Purely because B normally goes down that fast.
Are you on about because A is the one in the ring?
I'm switching my letters around then. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the advantage of the B by Tiki is if you can get money control, if you just like push a few people into the kitchen there, you have control. So you only have to hold off the connector and basket, and
but
it can be a free
why
cap.
It's so balanced, because people get A so quickly.
Yeah.
And then that gives teams the room to be like, okay, well, we've got 2 minutes on the clock. We can vary our plays now. We can send someone top bedroom to look over and just be annoying, and we can send another 1 or 2 players to rotate the entire way around the map. maybe someone can dip through mid, go kitchen and money, like you're saying, or
Yeah.
they can literally just go the entire way through the spawn and just be a nuisance from the back.
Exactly. Exactly.
Which, you know, the options are somewhat endless. Which, again, you compare it to, for example, Garrison, or I've forgotten the name of the map again. The control from the last series.
Checkmate.
Checkmate, that's what I don't know why that name will not stick in my mind for some reason.
The maps aren't memorable. It's not your fault.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair. But like Garrison and Checkmate, there's not really that many options of what you do on those maps.
No, I mean for Checkmate.
Checkmate, you get A and then B is a struggle.
Yeah, yeah.
That's that.
Yeah.
And Garrison is the same situation, but I'm pretty sure it's flipped.
B-way. Yeah,
flags. Yeah.
Oh,
you
100%.
don't have options.
Like those like first hills are like, if they get on it when it's late, you just give it up.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not worth putting the lives into that.
That
100%.
much easier to hold the other side. And part of it is there is a habitual thing from pro players at one point where obviously before they made the change to progress dictating round 5, it was kills for a long time.
Yeah.
So, you know, giving it up and not going for those fights when you don't think you have a chance of saving it is something that a lot of people are in the habit of.
True.
This is a question I did also have earlier. Is that dictation for round 5 a rule for CDL Pro or both CDL and CDL Pro?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I assume it's for both.
Keeping an eye on it. Yeah, because I was keeping an eye on it because obviously, you know, first 2 rounds of that control that you played.
Yeah.
Obviously, defense won both times.
Yeah.
But the point to note is that you got 5 segments whilst just pipped only just got 4.
Right.
On the Foxes. Because they were just about to get it and then there was 2 pieces from the back and that's that. So I was kind of keeping an eye on it because it's like, well, if this does go all the way, they're all here.
Yeah, I have noticed.
Oliver's here too now.
Yeah, we don't need Ollie in. Alright, just to clarify one final time to everybody watching. This will be the last game with the XM4 in due to request to remove it. So we're going to give every team a chance to use it in their first game. And we'll organise what happens with the other situations with people playing on other teams. So, right. I'm ready to go. Ollie needs to
I'm just going to fire a message around to Tom.
Yeah.
I'm asking him what he's doing in case he's just vibing.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just going to message him and ask if he's good to go on classes. I don't have DMs with the other team. Are you able to quickly just get...
Yeah, I can get on that.
Cool, thank you. As soon as I get the all clear,
Yeah, exactly.
I'll press go.
Cool.
Your team's good. Alright, we'll
I haven't had confirmation yet, sorry.
Oh, I thought you were saying bad, sorry.
We did earlier, but I'd rather get confirmation once again.
My B.
That's been such a delay. Apologies, everyone. Obviously...
Can't be helped.
Yeah, well, I mean, it can if you download the game on time and actually listen.
Yeah, but the point is, it's beyond your control at that point.
Yeah. Right, I've had confirmation, we're good. So, yeah.
Alright, I just need Tom to check his Discord.
I can ask Reese if that's...
Yeah, if she's ready, she can ask the team.
Alright, yeah, I'll
be
back in a moment.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll just get that final confirmation for the second team and then we'll actually get it underway. Fresh map for the stream. Not had raid yet for any game modes. Can't remember if raid is available for Search and Destroy. I think it's one of the few maps that's available for all 3 game modes. So we could potentially see a lot more of it going through the weekend. I have lost connection to the party. That's wild. What? Oh, I do not know what's going to happen to the hosting then off the back of that. That is interesting. It's probably because I've been AFK for too long. Waiting for these damn people to set up their damn things. wait for Dave to get back with that confirmation, and then we'll look at potentially setting up the host again for the lobby. For the sake of time, might continue with just whoever ends up being the default host anyway. As long as Dave's in there as a caster, it can still work all the same.
I am back. Did the lobby close by any chance?
I lost connection to the party.
I see. Okay. That's fine. Am I host now? Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. It's because I was about to see like if it also gives it to you, which it should give you.
That's fine. Yeah. As long as
exactly.
It's
we'll just continue with it as it is.
Okay. Teams are good.
Yeah,
Apart
just
from
put
me.
yourself to caster.
Yeah, okay. Wonderful. And you can see my perspective, can't you, from the screen share?
Mm-hmm. Perfectly good.
Right, what a messy thing. Sorry, everybody. Right. That looks wrong.
Yeah, it's kept the map in mode. What's look wrong? It's all fine.
Teams.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of wrong. Yeah, if somebody leaves, it rejigs the whole roster of the lobby. It's very annoying.
Okay, we're good now. Alright. Let's go.
Got there eventually.
Yeah. Jeez.
And years later.
Right. We finally have a series underway, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's the question, before this one really fully gets underway, are we going to do the third one tonight still, do you reckon?
It could be delayed to tomorrow, depending on how long this... In fact, to be honest, I'm pretty sure it will be delayed.
Given, yeah, I mean, if this goes 5 maps, this could potentially be over at midnight.
Yeah, exactly.
We're actually off.
Indeed.
I do not know what the buttons are for you on controller.
Don't worry, I had a little play for the...
You know what's going on, because I know the keys are...
2 kills, that's a good start.
Say I don't really know like which is the favourable spawn. Slap bang in the middle. That's the first it always is. Quick reminder for rotations as well. The second element goes to the kitchen.
Yeah, kitchen
then
after
goes
this.
to garage.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Garage. Is that even a hard point here? Or am I just thinking control? I know the middle of the map is here.
It goes to basketball after that, and then to mid.
Basketball, then mid-map, then reset.
Yeah.
5 hills. Lovely.
Yeah. I'm currently on a 4.
So, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, this is the kind of map you want streaks on. It's a shame that they're presumably still the streaks in the last series.
Yeah, I think Brad had streaks, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, it was cool seeing them actually come in. I'm not sure I expected that to happen, but wasn't the map for them. But, I mean, if Ryan can get them going on this one, this is exactly the map that you want to have that kind of thing working.
100%. Yeah, there's so many open holes.
A nuisance. I don't think they know they're hunting it.
Yes, Alex, I can finish the first game. Sorry. Yeah, first game just started. Best of 5. Matty getting a good pick there. Just 2, that's huge. That's 3 dead.
Yeah. They should be realistically here. They might get 3v3. Move back towards the garage.
Ideally, yes.
Play 5, going through. He's trying to get cars.
Yeah, Ryan did try and make it. Yeah. Ryan did try and make it a run through.
Hudson's just going for the kills. You know, using the perfect position to make the push through.
Yeah, you can see the Cobras are making the rotation first here. Gonna switch over to Hudson's POV. He's gonna go on to Zig. Not quite.
Almost a shame when that second first came in, because to be honest, if they just went 3 down, a couple seconds later, they probably would have spawned on new.
Yeah.
But with the old hill being active, that basketball spawn was, I was going to say rough, but everything it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're just in anyway, they don't care.
Exactly. On board with Nerys, we pick Nerys after a 2-piece. Good hill. Matty finding.
It's a difficult. She knew the right play to make there.
Yeah.
She knew someone was coming.
Yes.
It's timings. In 3v3s and 2v2s, it's all timings and just looking the wrong way at that room. In that situation.
Good 2 kills there. Holding the hill down. I'm gonna
Bit of an ego, not gonna lie.
It was.
There is spawning close, but kind of almost in a twist away, very advantageous position for Matty.
Look at Matty here.
Because they knew he was in the hill because they were holding the hill. The time was there.
Yeah.
But I don't think any.
Right, yeah, He's off the rotate from the previous hill. He's about to jump on into the new one. Sneaky. Oh,
No.
Jesus.
The thing is, I don't think Matty's seeing Tom. He knows where the bullets were coming from.
Oh, we can see him because of the X-ray.
Yeah, it's just like we can see him, they can't.
Yeah. That's fine.
Chris having a little bit of a slow start.
Yeah, he hasn't had much experience on this game in general, to be fair.
I mean, he's holding down the hill most of the time with the lobby, so I mean, if you
Exactly.
maybe he doesn't quite have the same kind of gunny.
That's exactly that's exactly what you want from somebody who has that little experience. He's like, right, get that body on the hill, do the OBJ, and we will do the rest. That's kind of the mindset you got to go into having that there.
I mean, it's not an insurmountable lead here either. 50 points really. It's one good hill away and you're perfectly rocking. And given the Gators didn't really get as much of a they can flip it around at any moment.
Yeah.
Just can't help but think what would have happened if they got those streaks.
True. Yeah.
How many is it? How many kills is it? Is it like 6
It's usually around 7. It is a bit of attack with OBJ, but yes. Good kill from Ryan there. He's got a nice
quite
two-piece
steep
there.
to get streaks there.
What's that, sorry?
Yeah. Quite steep to get streaks.
It is a bit. Yeah, it's 7 and 8 it works out to be.
Fair play to Crad for getting them on that first.
Yeah.
Ryan, he's doing, for someone who's just got house from work, he's doing well, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to do a little bit of Tom flying in on the emergency. He's going to have to Tom will take out as much as he
Potentially.
Tom with Ryan alone. Given what I've heard from Ryan, do you think they'll both be easily fine to 2v3?
Yeah, you can tell Tom's a bit rusty after that shot.
Thomas has been playing this game for quite a while.
Oh, 100%. 100%, yeah. It's definitely just warming in process. The restay gets a 2 piece. Did you find Hansen on the top?
The thing is, right now, it's the objective that's the problem. Because I appreciate that Nerys and Tom are both negative. But when you look at the spread of kills, the Gators are much more consistent. It's a team effort.
True.
Obviously, Matty G is just kind of going off,
Yeah, he's got an artillery. So.
1.5 at the moment, I think, if we're doing numbers.
Yeah. Just gonna stick on the moment, see if we can get it. Oh wait, sorry, that was from a previous slice. My apologies.
Yeah, it was an interesting shot there, but his teammates got the trades anyway, so it's alright. And this is the same conversation I was having earlier. And this is what these people that maybe don't play rank. That position there, I'd be leaving my teammates to 2v3 on the hill. There's 30 seconds left, you've just spawned Tiki. If you spawn Tiki, they're either mid-map or they're circle.
Yeah, and I think Tom's
One of
picking
those
up
two
on that now.
places. Yeah, exactly, and that's... It's not necessarily something everybody's going to read, and, you know, saying it from the position of 1, being able to see the map, and 2, not thinking about making the right play. But something that people should consider when you spawn in, actually think about what that means as to where the
I'll stay alive though. He's finally dropped there. Let's go on board with Nerys as she tries to make her way back into the hard point. Let's see.
Thing is, I was going to say the push is going to be staggered now, and the Cobras can win off this. And I think the corners they're holding tells you that they know they can win off this.
100%, 100%.
Really, Nerys gets Cal in here.
Oh, Hudson almost with a 2. Ryan picks up that though.
Ryan is the last though. He has to gun Chris.
Yes.
And lay down the shot.
Oh, I guess Matty for fun too.
I'll just get to.
That works as well. They need to run on the rotate though. If I bring up the map.
And this is the.
You'll see they're already on the rotate. Cam's already here.
You let them get that close up the points. It's only a matter of time.
Exactly.
Because the play was made by Ryan, and it was a great play.
Yeah.
But you've put yourself too far in the hole.
Yeah, I mean, they just lost too much time on too many hills, and as obvious as that sounds, it equates. Unfortunate.
Realised Catman has been.
Yeah, I have just read it. Thank you, Catman, for that. I can't believe you can't remember my name. Rude. No, it's funny though. So for context for anyone else watching, Catman jokingly used to call me Daniel, because he thought it pissed me off, and then he just kind of stuck to it after that.
I'm gonna start calling you Daniel now.
Oh God.
I mean, do you remember when you got banned up? Because I was calling you Dr. Spinulus.
I mean, yes, but that's understandable.
It's Dr. Spinulus, chat. Clearly.
Why disconnected? Okay. We'll have to wait on him to rejoin. The Cobra is in the chat. Hey. That was a good win, Cameron. Good win. Well done.
Sneak like a snake. Alright, so where are we going for map 2?
So,
I have already forgotten.
Next map is Express S&D.
Oh yeah, we're going back to Express. So it'll be interesting this one, because obviously with Nerys playing the first one.
Yeah.
She's got an idea.
I mean, to be fair, she did really well at the start of the previous game. Really, really well.
Yeah.
Like, I think she had 1100 damage in the first 4 rounds or so. And I was looking at the bottom of my table, like 200. I was like, oh, hang on a minute. I do know she's been putting on a lot of practice over the past 2 months for this tournament, just to get herself up to speed, because she hadn't played this game before she knew she was playing. So, yeah. Catman, I'm not really much of a Battlefield player. I have seen one of the trailers for the new Battlefield. I don't think I'll get. I definitely will get it full price. If it goes on sale and I have a lot of friends who play it, then maybe. But I think the hype will just dissipate after a while. I think it'll be popular, but I just don't think it'll be as hyped.
I'm certainly considering it if I see gameplay.
Yeah, I mean,
it's one of those ones where I'm not buying it on release. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
if it looks decent, you know, and if it seems to play well,
I mean,
why not?
With the way COD's going, it is tempting. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, COD needs to pull. It needs to pull one out.
Exactly. Yeah. There are alternatives out there now which do COD better than COD at the minute. So how long until people make that switch is on them. I think Warzone's is really the only thing keeping it afloat. Yeah. That's the one I was mainly referencing.
I can't even remember what it's called. X-Defiant, I think it is.
Such a shit name, but yeah.
That one could be. Yeah, it's a very. I don't get it, but it's a very interesting one nonetheless.
Yeah, fun facts for
there was
that.
Another shooter coming out that I can't remember who it's by, but there is another one coming out that's going to be very similar to Call of Duty as well.
Oh, fair enough.
Ryan's back.
Wonderful.
It's your boy.
Yeah, fun fact about the X-Defiant game. A lot of the devs who were working on that in Ubisoft currently worked on MW3, Ghosts, and another COD, I think.
Lots of people were joking that they left Activision to just make a COD clone. But it's the right time to be making one. Yeah. You know, COD's not in the healthiest place.
Oh, definitely not.
It'll still be a big game, and it will still get the sales, but that's because of the title.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
I'm not sure we're ever going to see Call of Duty not be a franchise.
It'd be a very strange environment to not have a Call of Duty, I'll be honest.
It would leave a void if it went. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes and no. Because the recent CODs haven't really... I mean, yes, I put a lot of game time in them for me personally, but, like, they aren't the same. They are killing their own franchise off for the hardcore players. Whilst we discuss this, I will load the map up, as both teams are ready. So, but yeah.
What's this profile picture?
Have you just seen it?
I forgot we had that. Oh no.
Right, okay, wonderful. Let's get into it.
As someone who actually plays the game,
yes,
would you say this is defense or offense favored?
I haven't played Express S&D too much, to be fair.
Yeah, you played the game. Matty's
God.
just flying at them. Matty doesn't give a he
No.
doesn't give a damn.
He really doesn't, does he? I don't know, to be honest.
It's a very quick and aggressive maneuver out of the Gators that I'm not sure they're going to be keen to repeat in future rounds. See if Nerys can cause damage at the very least. Consideration of streaks would have been nice,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean, as far as offense versus defense on this map, I'd say defense is a pretty good shot. A lot of people leave A open though, especially in a 3v3 environment where you have less people to cover the map. In 4v4, it's not as favoured for defense. Sorry,
the rotations don't seem to be particularly quick.
they're
on
not,
this map.
and that's because you can't go through mid without being spotted from every angle on the earth.
Yeah, you're not in a position to make that fast rotation, so I can understand leaving
Yeah.
maybe the less favourable site out of cover. Play close on B, play your SMGs, play as a team, rotate as a
Yeah, that makes more sense as a defensive team. I mean, you can go over and above. Apologies. You can go over and above for the all the train tracks in the windows on either side, and I'd say that's probably the best and safest way to go across. But you've got to be careful of those windows. Or going through the train is another one, as the Cobras seal out the second round in a row.
starting very much the same way as the previous one.
Pretty much, yeah.
3-3 last time we had this.
Yeah.
That was it. It was one team, the other, and then that was it. It kind of got closed out after that.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go on board with Hudson at the moment. He was very good in the tournament last year in Search and Destroy, and, I mean, he's showing the same again thus far, going 3-0. The Gators 0-2 across the board. So,
Not
see if they
particularly
can...
what you like to see.
No,
it's the
no.
aggression out of the SMGs.
You can see that...
That's what's doing it at the moment. Oh, I wish the trains. Ryan is such a rat. What's his name? Is his name Bance? I'm not gonna lie. I lost it. Do you remember the play on Miami where Bance was crawling up the beach?
Hold on, Nerys just got a two-piece.
Oh,
Can she get the ace?
getting on the board at the game. Oh, she didn't.
That
I don't think she
timing.
saw him.
No, Matty may have heard her, but
Oh, that reminds. After this round is done, I have a good moment to tell you that was hilarious.
oh, Matty gets Nerys there. No ace on.
Gives the call though.
Yeah.
Because yeah, exactly. The call's been made. Ryan's laying the bomb at B,
Yeah,
and why
exactly.
wouldn't he? He can do that, and he can leave. He's gone.
Exactly. Matty is on a streak of 3 currently, and he's been spotted, and he has been killed. The Gators are on the board.
This is a good way to do it. Lovely two-piece and a race. Now,
It
the
is.
thing, while we get to see what I presume is the two-piece again, if it will show the play.
Yeah.
So, do you remember the control where you were flanking the plane, ledge boosted out the stairs at the back of the plane,
Yes.
and then Oliver just appeared next to you?
Oh yes, that was very odd. I was
He
so
was
confused.
in the corner below you. You literally ledge boosted over his head. You saw him.
Oh, I mean, I didn't actually see him, but mad. Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't have Codcaster on.
Yeah.
I didn't see him because of X-ray. I just saw him.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I was talking about something at the time, and I saw that you were pushing for us. Okay, clearly he's seen someone running out the back. He wouldn't be chasing this way if he hadn't. And as soon as he edge boosted over, yeah, he was right below you.
So how did he get around to me without like? Because that's like.
I don't know, because obviously I can only see your tunnel vision perspective, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know if he just didn't see you. You both like ran side by side, but no idea. It was very confusing.
Timing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you hate to see that.
They were all just behind. I love the X-ray on that because you could just see them all just behind things.
Yeah.
And you knew he was running into a death trap, or she. I can't remember who died first. Was it Nerys? Not sure. He's having a rough one.
Yeah. Unfortunately so.
Still
But no.
on that donut, except he's not allowed donuts. Man's on keto.
Is that some sort of kind of diet? Because I don't know what a diet is.
It's that one where you're not carbs and
I see.
stuff.
Well,
Carbs and something else, so like no beer, no bread.
can't even go on a first date.
No, this is true. He can't donut or a breadstick. Bloody hell. He's in a rough space.
Indeed. No one really on streaks. Matty's got a 2-streak going, but I wouldn't really consider that. He is
The
5
thing
and 1
is, yeah, I was going to say, the position that you have to consider here is that if that streak continues and he builds on it,
Yeah.
they probably win the game before the streaks matter.
Yeah, I mean, you can just play A on an offense, pick an artillery and chuck a bomb, chuck it down there.
But this is what I mean, though. It's if he stays alive,
Yeah.
they'll be on 4, then 5, then maybe the streaks will be in play, and it's
2-piece from Ryan there.
That
Oh,
was
this
filthy.
is 2 for... Oh, Chris couldn't finish the kill. And Gators...
So we've established the win condition.
Oh, go on.
Ryan needs to be flying off something with a Diamati. Just stick Ryan up here every round and send the other 2 over to the other bomb site. Just leave Ryan.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get kills like this every round, then why not?
This is how Afghans get away. I'll tell you that now.
That is an ace for Ryan right there.
Cheeky.
Speaking of streaks, he's the only one on one now. 6 and 3.
And again, it's the reverse conversation. If he maintains the streaks and gets towards that position where he's actually earning an artillery or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
it will be in the latter stages of the map.
I am going to go on board with
So-
Tom here to see if we can get a kill, by the way. Just an FYI, as you can see, Matty and Co.
He's not in
going
the
to
position to do so right now. He's in the position. He should hear them.
Oh, can he get his first kill? He's very cautious.
Oh, that is a very questionable setting.
It is. I did notice that last round. He gets his first kill. We'd love to see it.
He's on our
With Cameron here, Hudson.
breadstick. He's on our breadstick.
I've been told it is a little difficult to hear, so I'll turn my game down a little bit. Thank you for that feedback, Catman.
I am probably speaking a little quieter than normal just because it is late.
Yeah, I just need to have a
So
tiny
it
bit
probably doesn't help matters.
That's fine. So very slow.
This is-
Go on, sorry.
I was just going to say, this is a difference to how the Search and Destroy was being played last time. Last series, the Search and Destroy happened, there were 1 or 2 2v1s, people weren't playing together as much.
Yeah, I wasn't
They're
best
getting
happy about
flanked
that.
No, and they're getting flanked anyway, and this is...
That's a very good kill. Now Tom's... Ooh, he's just not been seen. Oh my word.
But he should know. Tom should. He's making a very long and potentially questionable flank here, but he should know. He's got the right idea.
Oh, he got the kill done. He got the kill done, despite the most bouncy XM4 in history.
From a donut to a lovely opening kill, and then a 1v1
Yeah,
clutch
he's
with
on
a
the
bomb
2-streak. Look at him
defuse.
go.
Yeah. It's what you like to see. Tie up the game.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what the Gators needed. They need some momentum going into this now. Obviously, it's a bit of a mangled start, I suppose, for them, given that Nerys played in the last series, and Tom, well, I don't think he's expecting to play any Cold War anytime soon. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he was expected to even turn up tonight. I think he,
yeah, exactly.
surprised he was able to be around. It's nice that he was able to make it at least.
Absolutely.
That round's probably going to do a lot for him. Like, even if his shot doesn't miraculously somehow get better, he's probably going to feel, you know, a lot better about the overall round. I'm not sure what... I know what Ryan's thinking here. I know exactly what he's thinking.
I see in the back there.
See, this is some weirdly amazing read. There's no way in hell did Ryan... They're all going to fly past wall. And they're all panicking.
Oh
because
my
they
god.
don't know.
Ryan with
They
a 3.
don't know.
Ryan with a... Oh, wait, down. Did Tom get a
He
kill there?
didn't. Tom-
Oh, okay.
Tom
Okay, I
poached.
thought he got 3 out of nowhere. Like,
I'm
how the
pretty sure he
hell...
got shots on the 3rd, but...
How the hell did he predict that? I'm confused. All 3 hit at the same time.
I can just imagine the panic of the comms at the time that first kill came in. Because Tom's distracting him shooting from the front. Yeah, they're not dying to him, so they're probably screaming like, what the hell? Where is he?
Yeah, I'm a bit lost about the entirety of that round, given that the Crowbars are pushing together throughout. Obviously, they think nothing's at B. They're going to rotate and rotate together. But Ryan's just patiently waiting for that.
I mean, yeah, I
flank.
completely respect the play out the Cobras. It completely makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
You push the inside of a site, you see absolutely nothing, wrap all the way through it.
Yeah.
It's a very common play you see amongst pro players and rookies alike. It makes sense. But, yeah, just the one time Ryan decides to lay in his spawn for 30 seconds.
Yeah. But I mean, it paid off.
Yeah, completely.
He has got eyes on
Has
Ryan,
he seen the head on half?
I assume so.
Yeah. Right. I thought Ryan saw him then.
I assume not. Oh, okay. We've just been on board with Matty where the gunfights are going down elsewhere. Never mind. Apologies for that.
Yeah, I mean, it ended up being irrelevant. But, I mean, even then, though, that's key as to where the information was coming from.
Yeah.
He's probably just called out, you know, like, he's going around mid, running around the ticket booth.
Oh, 100%. 100% I caught that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hudson isn't channeling that instantly if he's not.
Well, he was
pretty
pre-aimed on that without any shots going down to my knowledge, so... Yeah, it was obvious that the call-out was made there from Matty at the bottom. Given that it's 4-4 now, who do you reckon is taking this?
Me.
Alright.
Third teams joining the lobby. Now, in seriousness, it's a very strange one.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets his bomb down, with all three alive, and they actually manage to get into positions,
yeah,
I think the gate is, because I feel like offense has struggled.
Let's see. Cobra's gone round Nerys because of one.
Very important.
Oh my god, what a two-piece from Nerys. Bloody hell.
That. Yep.
That's huge.
You get that bomb down and you get set up in positions like this, and even if they know where you are, it's just so difficult to do anything like that. And Ryan's just
yeah, exactly. You ain't killing me.
and then he, yeah.
And
I
the
think
nade...
he might have naded himself.
Yeah, the nade finishes him off, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's done it. Everyone's panic throwing a nade like that.
Yeah,
it happens.
yeah.
But, yeah. Exactly as I was about to say. Bomb goes down, but all three of them site.
Very good foresight here, too, to check the flank. Obviously, it happened last offense, so they checked it again, and it paid off. A huge round.
I think it's also important that, you know, not to say that the other two haven't had their parts. Again, Tom had a clutch. Nerys has had, you know, I'm pretty sure she had a clutch. And even then, that two-piece was great, just as one example. It's important that it's not just Ryan getting...
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Matty starts off again with a brilliant first blood in his name. Chris.
So yeah, they're going for roughly the same thing. And the Gates are in a worse situation. Now an even worse one.
Yeah, Tom picks up one. Two more left, though, and a bomb site to worry about. Get the shots. I don't think Tom is either.
He has time to, you know...
Yeah.
To consider
this is a big kill. He can get this. Cam's like there. Matty's going to push him. Oh my god, the 1v3 clutch. The 1v3 clutch to win. Oh my word.
Oh no.
Oh my word.
That's how you give it up.
Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it.
From 0 and 4 to
Wow.
6 and 6 with a 1v3 bomb defuse to win the map.
That's
I mean, that's brilliant recovery. I can't say anything more.
Oh no. Jesus.
With the most scuffed up that last kill. Second or two later, Tom loses it.
100%.
I just don't think Hudson expected him to sprint at him like that.
Probably not. I think it was a bad play from Hudson there. To push
he should
out.
have heard that call mid-map. His teammates just died there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to bugger off 50 yards back.
Yeah.
And wait for him to make his face known on the bomb. That's my play there.
I mean, it's a bit foolish to be pushing out in the open like that in that situation. Mainly because you have the bomb down. Just
oh yeah,
set up.
Really?
Alright, thanks.
You know that one round where you were challing in a 1v1 with the bomb down? Yeah, you were.
Doesn't sound like me at all. What do you mean?
Absolutely like you.
Yeah, 100% is. 100% is. I mean, depends who I was challing and who was on Express.
I don't remember who it was.
To be fair though,
remember.
Express is my worst S&D map, so.
think it was Crad.
Ah, fair. Okay. I can't really
Could be
remember it,
wrong,
but well. Right,
It
I'll
definitely wasn't Nerys, I know that much.
get confirmation now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I'm not gonna drop the message because Tom, I don't think is checking his Discord.
Yeah, yeah.
So it might be a good idea if you just get confirmation through Nerys again.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure I'm a fan of World War II games, Catman. It's a weird one. I like the era of, you know, like say for example Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not just doing current day weapons where it's a bit boring. We're allowing it to maybe be a bit, you know, it could be a bit tech savvy, it can be a bit, you know, a bit out there, but it's still modern day warfare. Which, I know, that side of it gets me personally.
Yeah. I mean, I think another thing that was also mentioned around the rumors of Vanguard that people wanted or were hearing rumors of was an alternate reality of the World War II outcome. I think that'd be pretty cool, but yeah, anyway.
Kind of like a bit more towards the Nazi technology side of things.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool.
Interesting stuff.
Play on the zombie stuff too. World. Yeah, right. Anyway, zombies and World War II alternate realities aside, map 3 is underway.
This is exactly what I was saying. It's a strange play. No idea how Matty is.
Yeah, Matty needs to play with glasses after that one.
Maybe up the level, but this is exactly what I was saying earlier. The fight happens at A.
Yeah.
Heads up play. A didn't work. Runs to B.
Yeah.
Nobody's nearby. Gets his kill steps. And B's probably there as if they run back and stack it.
Yeah, well, you'd like to think so. They should stack it here, but it depends how quick everything.
They're going to have time to get a couple channels in, but they're not going to be able to run up the hill quickly.
From Ryan there too.
This
is a big cap in general. Matty doing what he can, but is shut down by Ryan.
So one, it's the hardest zone to cap, and two, it's the on-the-ball read to acknowledge that, okay, well look, we got all their attention at A, we might not succeed, but we know they're all there.
Yeah.
And by the nature of the spawns, because they're all the way over at A, they're going to spawn in front of the garage towards the bedroom side.
Yeah, and that is confirmation that Ryan has got the point. He's 6-1 currently on a 5 streak. He's actually pretty close to streaks, which I don't think he's equipped.
Depends if you have Streak View on, but I don't know how you can check it properly.
No, it should be available on the right. I know I didn't have it streaked on the first map, and I could have had them. What Noodles can do here?
Bit of a bold challenge. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got the most difficult thing down with lives up, so why not?
Oh, exactly. But it's more the fact that he's on a streak. He gets that extra kill in the back of the spawn. He could have just taken top launcher control. I'm not convinced at the attempt of challenging the person on the hill.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
you know what? If he's feeling himself at the time, I mean, he's 7-2.
I will say Matty is having a bit of a stinker right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the hard point and the search went well for them as a whole. It's slowed down. I'll say. I mean, Hudson was more than carrying his weight. Matty had his moments.
Yeah.
The momentum clearly kind of just slowed down a little bit. They had those good few minutes, you know, again, holding a team to 0-6 collectively.
Yeah.
You can't.
No, exactly.
But I think the 1 or 2 clutches, and like I said, I'm pretty sure everyone had one each at least. Just kind of, you know, grinded away at them a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Clearly.
I think that actually cap this zone, which I coincidentally find is the easier zone to cap.
Yeah.
Very awkward.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on lives now too. I think this may go. It's only 30 seconds, mind.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that that's an end. In the time frame that you have to get the kills in, I don't think we're going to see any or many rounds come down to elimination.
Yeah. This is the play here from Ryan.
Yeah.
All the way around, gets on the
I think
time.
there's one in the first control game. And this is the thing, because even if they get both and they don't get broken off this, getting into the box is really close to clearing out Hudson. Yeah, I was gonna say he needed to go. He needed to go then and there.
But that did slow him down a little bit. Matty now left
I
in the
mean,
hill.
obviously, if they get the overall cap here, fantastic. But the fact that they're getting ticks of progress, if this map goes into this, is important. Stacks, I don't even think so.
Wow.
They need to fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good take. And I think a lot of that, despite a little bit of complication, came from getting that B first.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, and it's by virtue of the clock, time to play with, because it was the exact scenario. So
Yeah.
the clock got paused because they were all contesting on A.
Yeah.
They immediately rotate over to B, they capture B, in essence, within the first 30 seconds of the play clock actually being active.
Yeah.
They have 2 minutes to work with on it.
Yeah. And that.
And on offense, that's the dream scenario.
100%. And I think that's pretty much what enabled Hoff to go all the way through Kitchen on the flank and pick up what was initially that crucial play to make that work in their favour. And eventually get eight captures.
The only thing that's a shame is that Hudson couldn't do more from the top position behind them. I don't actually know, is this what, top red? I've heard people call this.
Yeah, top red.
Because the
Top
entire
art.
room's red. Yeah, I was going to say, it would have been nice to see him do more from that position. It's, you know, it's a lot to ask when you're the last person alive and you've potentially got 3 people in front of you and you know they're there but you can't see them because they're hiding. It's a lot to consider.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'd argue Gators don't get the break if you get a kill or 2 there. Because the pushes were being staggered.
Yeah.
It was clearing out the back like that and having everything to turn towards the pillars, and turn towards the front laundry and actually be able to, you know, shoot outwards. It's what allowed them to finish the zone.
Yeah, that's 3 dead on Team of Cobras, so decap going in.
And now we're having the same
hit.
play go on just later in the round.
Yeah. Will it be as effective though? As you say, later on in the round, it is triple cap at the minute.
I mean, you know, they should, in theory, if they get that 3rd kill mid, which they do.
Yeah.
I don't even, I was going to say, they turn around. There's no point.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
They get halfway there and they're like, wait, we've already lost this.
Yeah, so this is really crucial now. See from Ryan there.
And because the play clock was stopped for a good amount of time, just under 2 minutes, it's not.
Ryan's not a good time
it's
to
not a
visit,
bad
is it?
time to wait.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
Isn't he in the sticks in Ireland? So that's a interesting one to see.
Yeah. Second tick coming out for the Cobras as Cameron is taken down by Hoff.
So you've got to hold this for a minute and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll be honest,
Yeah, easy.
yeah, I don't see that happening. If they keep getting picks and staggering, great.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, with less players on the team, the zones just don't go up that much faster.
Yep.
It's not great.
But
So if they can keep staggering, they can keep decreasing the zone again after every.
Oh, that's not what you look to see. They are taken down eventually by both Tom and Nerys, but
I like the
scary
true
moments
discipline.
there.
I like the thinking, but
quite a bit dead.
1/3 of a zone left on defense is not the time. That was a very interesting play.
You hate to see that.
That's something we will bring up to him later in the chat, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think he's already forgotten it. I think he's already deleted that from his mind. Right.
What is he doing on the mid stairs, shaking his head about? Man's probably got the string
Possibly.
I saw that the thing, he's shaking his head. Here's the problem we've got. Because there was a marginal amount of congestion. We're still looking at 40 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's. I mean, they've got 2 in at the minute, and this looks like a cap. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. If you let B go early, it gets out of control very quickly on that A site.
It's largely inevitable at that point.
Yeah. And I guess this is kind of the argument we had earlier, where offense on this map is relatively balanced. Games know suicide by Cent Extract. It's truth. It's the truth.
I mean, Semtex is very familiar with a man named Scump. He loves those.
I'm a bit unfamiliar. Can you inform
Have you
me?
not seen his Twitter? It's literally every other day he's posting clips of himself getting direct impacted by stickies in the
Oh yes, I've seen that. I've seen that. Yeah.
ridiculous.
Ryan needs to hard reset his internet. He's saying. I am down to do it. No, I'm done to do it after this map because.
Yeah, I mean, if streaks aren't on the table, you could potentially force it.
Yeah,
But
it's easier to do it after the map. As horrible as it sounds, it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's your call. It makes sense.
He's still dropping a 2.3, and they've only
I was gonna
lost
say,
one round.
I know he might be struggling, but yeah, he's not in a bad position.
No.
A should be gone.
Yeah.
They've given up on A. He's being annoying running around the map.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's the Reese. I say that.
Oh.
Completely lying.
He's currently in mid. Taking out.
But nobody's
Hudson.
looking for her. Nobody's looking for her. Because the thing is all the action's been happening on A. So why are they looking for someone coming from the spawn?
Yeah, exactly. The current score is 1-1. I'm not wrong in saying that. Cobras won the hard point, didn't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
they won the hard point.
1-1.
Cobras won the hard point. Gators snapped back.
Aha. Nice.
Snapped back and won the search after realistically a streak of clutch rounds, if I'm honest with you.
Yep. It's tough one for Chris at the moment. 5-21.
I mean, this was the same story that happened in hard point. Difficulty here is the objectives.
Yeah.
It's not something you can get away with not killing on.
Yeah. I mean, killing is partly the objective in this game, really.
Yeah.
With the whole lives, etc. Big kill from Hudson
Ninja
there.
Biscuit said in the chat, Brad said, can you delay it till tomorrow?
Yeah, I probably will. It's going on quite late, and this is so.
Because yeah, at this point we're guaranteed a match. So, you know, this could potentially be going on for, you know,
A while.
at least another 30 minutes.
We can't do
at
another
most.
one on this, so we will be delaying for tomorrow on ours. Which is a bit unfortunate, but
I mean, why don't you start a little earlier tomorrow, for example? That is a kill off the spawn.
well, I mean, he had
Right.
fists out.
I mean, yeah, it's completely fair. It's just, you know, it's not maybe what you're expecting.
No, not really. Right, with a big.
He knows there's someone under him. He knows there's somebody pushed up. Pom and money here is important. That's it. That's the round. Surely. If he gets his kill on that, he's just not aware.
Yeah, unfortunate. Maybe a lack of calls.
That one-on-one was the round.
Potentially, yeah.
I'm not. I mean, unless they get.
It's still possible.
Yeah. Well, this is the problem. You've got Kriegs up in power positions, and they've got to run their way up the map again.
Yeah, it's a tough time. I mean, they do have money control. They're in. Nerys has done a good enough job there.
Yeah, this is so
That could be it. That could be it.
The kill would have been lovely. It's not going to cap as fast.
Matty's streaking.
There's only 2 of them. I think that's a waste.
Oh, is he in that too?
No, 'cause- yeah.
Oh, what a wasted streak that was. It took too long. Oh
Yeah, I
no.
was going to say, like, I'm pretty sure I got one of them, but
It definitely did, but Ryan took
it's just
cover.
nothing.
I mean, if they both stayed on the point there, I think they would have got that before it even came in.
Absolutely. You know, it's I can see the thought process there. That's, you sacrifice that and you save that for a round 5 when you get there, because I'm not a fan. I mean, as Gunner says, I earn the streaks, I choose when to use them. This is also why he gets drops for every team he plays. Oh dear.
So far, who do you say your star player is?
It has to be, I mean, statistically in terms of literal raw performance, it has to be Ryan.
Yeah.
He's carried the most weight, there's no conversation. Purely for the search alone, I have to say Tom. Did not expect a 1v3 bomb.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big round, to be fair, to clutch up on, despite a slow
Another
start.
one-on-one that he had as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
going to say, he's starting 0-4. and ending 6-6.
Can I say, this offense round from the Cobras is nuts. They've almost got 2 immediate caps.
This is another one of those ones where it's...
Right, it's read the rotation.
It's largely done and dusted. And the thing is as well at this point is it's very interesting, because if I remember correctly, it's been full offense so far.
Yeah. I do believe so.
So, to push it to around 5, the Cobras.
Yeah.
So who gets defense?
Well,
because they're both
good point.
for
It may go to kills after that then. Yes, potentially. I'm not sure.
I'm not doing that maths. But,
no, me neither.
With how positive Ryan is right now,
I'd say it's the Gators in favour.
Not to harp on him with how negative Chris is.
Yeah, no,
Gators
it
should
is.
probably be getting defense. This is assuming we get there. They've managed to
But I mean, is that even a good thing in this point? Like, given that every round win, assuming this one goes the same way, is on offense.
There is a strong argument that yes, they should just be fair. I don't think this is something they're thinking about.
No, I mean, I wouldn't.
No, obviously it's the wrong mindset to go with.
Yeah.
They certainly are in a position where they could just win it, but they've got a long way to go.
Yeah. Well,
the Lions are in the favour though. 2 entire team wipes ahead. You know, if they can keep trading, they will win before the clock runs out. See his feet.
Well, that's a big kill. That's a big kill.
Yeah. Gives his teammates
Ryan
time, and again,
now hit 40 on the overall.
Okay, sure, they just lost 1 life.
Yeah,
because they got 2 back.
Yeah, and now they're 8 lives up. This is very well played second half from the Gators. Just absolutely taking this lane prowess to another level when they needed it. And I think they found a really good balance here for both.
Ryan's about to be shot in the thumb. And then they just got a 2-piece.
They're in the hill, but... Oh no, you hate to see it. Chris with probably the most important kill of the game.
I'm not gonna lie, that was connections. That was connections.
Yeah, it was a bit. You just wanna...
Yeah, you could see he was struggling a wee bit there.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think Ryan knew this, but yeah. He was being chased.
Yeah.
He was being chased quite heavily, and I am kind of amazed he didn't die sooner. As much as maybe he had the chance to clutch out at the end, he shouldn't have been in that position. So it's sad to see that maybe they didn't manage to clutch out in the end there, because it would have been a very long hold from them. But, you know, it is what it is. As expected, Gators on defense.
Yeah.
So it probably is calculated off kills, given that offensive rounds are a complete ton.
Yeah. Has there been many pro matches where it's been like that, do you think? Surely not many.
No, not really. And a large part of that comes down to the fact that teams like Toronto and FaZe.
Big off from Chris.
People don't play raid control very much anymore. I actually think about it. I don't even think I've seen it in Stage 5.
Really? Has it been that rare?
I mean, I haven't seen it before. People permaban it against Toronto for starters, and people won't play FaZe on it.
Right.
For example.
Yeah.
It's... I think
What
aren't playing it at all. Everyone's kind of like, okay, well, we need to practice other things. And then it kind of just drops out the rotation.
Yeah. It's a big kill there from Cameron. The trade though.
Very lucky to stop B just in time.
Yeah.
And here's one thing that is a very interesting thing to point out. Offensive rounds. This many of them.
Yeah.
Bit weird.
It is a bit.
I think it's 3v3. I think it's the rotation.
Possibly, yeah.
Because, you know, it's not common for a full to stick an island player somewhere towards the other side, you know, Canary in the coal mine, they start to
yeah.
You know, they don't engage, they're just there as that early warning. Because the problem in 3v3 is if everybody's on A, nobody can see them going to B, because you've only got 3 people on A.
Yeah, exactly. This is another big kill.
He's, you know, he's in an unrecoverable position, not to be mean.
True.
He has started picking up kills, and he's started, you know, contributing a bit more in that sense.
Yeah. And down over on the A site as the B site is captured.
And now we're in the same position as the last round.
Uh-oh. Matty on the flank. Where
See, this
is
is what we
Ryan?
want to see. We want to see people go 2-1.
Yeah.
This is the right way to do it, and he's now going to die.
He did manage to get one, but Ryan was able there to get the trade. Yes, it is. And
The problem is, we're in a position of mental exhaustion here, I feel. Because the last round, they did this for ages,
yes.
and then it's 3 down.
Yeah.
They can't do that 2 rounds in a row. It's never going to happen.
No. And that is game number 3 in the favour of the Cobras. So, we go into this hard point with the Cobras leading 2-1.
Strange way as well.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a control go in the way of all offense in my life. I don't think.
I'm sure it happens in league play, but it's certainly not something you ever see in pro play, that's for damn sure.
Oh, 100%.
So, Apocalypse hardpoint.
Indeed, indeed. Apocalypse is an interesting one.
I'm thinking we've got Miami.
You think it's going to go... Yeah, I think I can see that, to be honest.
The reason I say this is because of the way the rotations are in this map.
Right.
I think if Chris's respawn performance keeps going the way it is, and Ryan can maintain slaying with an internet reset,
Yeah, yeah,
I just think they're going to struggle on Apocalypse.
yeah.
It's a much more small and compact map. There's less angles to watch, so if they can get in a hill, it's much easier for them to hold it, unlike other maps. Yeah. I think it will be difficult. Tom's obviously warmed up a bit more now as well.
Yeah, true.
Seems like the 3 of them are playing together well, or better than before. I think Nerys has gotten a bit more into the rhythm of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, she's played 2 series in a row now, so I think there's a bit of momentum to be spoken there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's always a feature. Whether it's, actually having an effect in game or not, it certainly makes you feel better about things.
Yeah. I'm just going to do a reset now. So, in the meantime, I'm going to leave the series board up to see what we have left. I am going to take a quick drink break, so please excuse me.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so we'll just be hanging out and waiting for Ryan to actually get his butt back in the lobby. Depends how quickly his internet resets. And we'll get the 4th one of the way. Unless he's actually just restarting his internet to pop a cheeky Adderall. Man's getting turned for the tournament. In seriousness, though, I do hope his internet sorts out because the performance in the control was brilliant.
Yeah, it really
Lots
was.
of kills for a man that's struggling to finish them.
Give me a second, I need to go downstairs quite urgently.
Yeah, no worries.
I need to try and get the screenshot of the performance. So, BRB.
Yeah, don't worry about it, dude. You have to think that, with that many kills and the fact that he was almost in a position to clutch out round 4, is there a world if he isn't lagging where it's 2-1 in favor of the Gators right now? And I think that's a pretty fair conversation to say that probably yet. 4th round definitely took it out of them because that 5th one just flew by. I don't think Gators were ready to be drawn out that far across the map. So it is a shame of a position to be in, but it is what it is, and you have to move on. Glad to see that Tom is also having a much better time in this series now that he's gotten a little bit deeper into it. Still very interested to see that Miami Search and Destroy, so I do hope we go the full 5 rounds, or 5 maps, but this 4th one, I'm not sure what to make of it just yet. I feel like it's in the favor of the Gators, but you just never know. think it'll be interesting about Miami Search and Destroy if we get there as well. Is the composition of the teams. Are people just going to move to using all ARs? Going to move to just all SMGs and just hit the inner bomb site constantly? I think it leaves the most room for different styles of play as far as the maps go.
I am back. Apologies for that. So yeah, I had to take 6 screenshots there on a phone, so that'll be interesting to go through.
Nice.
Right. I think
just to get what your scorecards.
Yeah, so I can record it because I remember not doing it at the end of the game. Right, set ready, so we're good.
I completely forgot as well, to be honest.
If I don't do them, I can't get the cards. I'm glad I remembered though. Very glad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not unexpected for me to forget. So, you know, it is what it is. So, hill rotation in this one. So what we've got mid-map, then we've got the temple, I believe. Then we've got the underside of the shack next to mid. Yep. Then we go to the big-ass boulder thing. And then the very back of the map where the code is just...
Yes, I believe so.
Reset.
Yes.
So,
big
5 kills.
Yep.
Kind of surprising. But I kind of like it. It makes it a bit more of a flurry. The spawns are rotating a lot more often on this map, which makes it more interesting. Power positions certainly aren't as deep, I should say.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, kind of why I thought it would potentially favour the Gators, because Ryan seems to be reasonably hot and Tom's playing together. This man is that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, rotations are quite strong on this one too, especially that.
They're strong, but with teams, I mean, even if you spawn out and even if you get the rotation, they're never that far away from you.
True, it is quite a small map. Yeah.
This isn't checkmate where you get P2 control and suddenly they're spawning at the very back of the containers in the back of the
game. Yeah, exactly.
You know,
you're
going to
very true. Ryan gets one, he gets a second onto the hill and keep control. He knows he's spawning in the back. Trying to finesse Matthew is able to do so.
Absolute ego. I don't think he expected them all to be spawning that close. I don't think they'll have the reinforcements that soon. But yeah, that's what this is going to come down to. If this goes, it's going to be one of those kills. Yeah, not knowing what Tom is doing.
No, I was a bit unsure.
Man did not respond.
Thomas.exe has stopped working.
Yeah. I know, he's getting kills again now.
Yeah, that's a big kill. Cam currently up in the window. Bad timing there for the stuns to be thrown. Who's going to be on the rotate?
That was a rough one. But this is what I mean. It's such a close-knit map.
Is that Matthew?
Sure, it's going to be very close in points.
Down beneath.
Not enough executions from Ryan. I mean, put a bouncy out before the stream starts. Snickers. If they get an execution.
Alright, I'll go for it, but...
Or a Mars bar for those nuts.
What about a Dairy Milk? I'll have one. Yeah, I'll go for it. Yeah! That's a good enough birthday present for me. Who needs to win a tournament? Just give me a Cadbury's chocolate bar.
I say, I'm going to Cardiff.
Oh, okay. Now I'm doing it. Now the question is who against? If I get that opportunity.
Don't do it against Oliver.
Yeah.
Probably a bad idea.
He was very upset about the game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm partially on your side with it in the sense that the M4 side of things, it's on the table, everyone agrees it.
Yeah.
But I also get his perspective on it as well.
100%, it's a very powerful gun.
It was the same as the last one. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I could have used it.
Yeah.
Neither of us are. At the end of the day, it's just...
Yeah.
I know he did have a couple other complaints, but it's technical things can't be helped sometimes.
I mean, the reason it was included in the first place, as Tom gets shut down in the small hut there, is to include the diversity of weapons. I know it's a powerful gun, but you know, there's already 90% of the game locked off from the tournament, and I'm just trying to keep every single gun possible.
Actually has to, because Activision / Treyarch / all of them don't know how to play games. use everything, we'd all just have LC-10s and nail guns.
Yeah, exactly. And
which wouldn't be fun either.
no, because it gives no reasons for assault rifles, and then
exactly.
This is why they have to be banned. I mean, they always have banned stuff and GA stuff, but 3 dead. Wow. Always begs the question, though.
This is the furthest spawn out you're going to have on this map.
Yeah.
So this is where they need to get that. And this is kind of why I mean on the kills front. Because consistently speaking, look at the
yeah.
As a team, Gates is a -3 right now.
Yep.
Kind of what you want to see, you know?
Yeah.
So, if they can do that on the hills that matter and stretch the lead out, it's brilliant. Obviously, they've been broken here,
yeah.
Not what you want to see. But I guess you could sort of line it and say,
yeah. Offer the big 2 pieces.
20 points of scrap, you'll take that as well.
Yeah. I mean, they had most of the hill anyway. They lost, like... too bad in the end.
What are you doing?
I'm a bit confused about myself. Just...
Check the stream's viewers. Look at the viewer list.
I don't think I can on YouTube.
Can you not? No. What, even in OBS, there's viewers in the top right?
I'll have a look. No.
Is that not like a...
Viewers hidden. That's what it is.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway.
I know you can on Twitch, but it's really not very accurate on Twitch because people can leave the stream.
I see. I think another thing is that you don't have to be signed in. I suppose you don't have to be signed in. Oh well. Anyway, streaming services aside, Nerys gets a 3-piece, takes out the entirety of the Cobra's. Like, nah, fuck off. I am the fuck.
That's why you want to play in that top row.
Exactly.
Row, I can words.
Yes.
Put someone like that in the top window, have them comfortable where and just stare down the lane.
Yep.
And as long as you hit your shots, you're gonna get a piece like that.
100%.
It's
100%.
very, very well positioned, very well played, plus a bit of good timing. Bosh.
Ooh. That one. Unfortunate. Who's got spawns? There's Matty guessing second there.
Actually, this is a very weird split spawn, but it's going to be in favour of the
yeah.
Cobras.
That second kill cemented that quite nicely. Chris not able to get one. Dropped by Tom, and Ryan taking his place up top there as Tom decides to nade Ryan. An interesting ball.
Yeah, he's going for the spawns for new, that's why. He's doing it.
Not true. Oh, good of 3 maybe?
Week. He's too weak. He knows he's behind that pedestal. He's got the right idea, but there's just no point playing for this time.
Exactly. And he's been given the call back from his team. Ooh, who's number 5? Hudson. He is about to off down. And move on to the next zone. That's an interesting grenade throw. Nerys picks him off.
This is the interesting thing. It's surprising me that the Gators is struggling to take advantage of it. Much like the first half, and very much. Chris is just struggling a little on the kills front.
Yeah, that's true. But at the moment, sorry.
No, I'm surprised they're not managing to close down anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel like watching the gameplay. It doesn't even feel like it's missed opportunities. It's not like, oh, I'm watching it. Oh, they should have, they should be on the hill.
It's a bit of a
yeah, it's very, very strange. You wouldn't expect someone to go double negative, and that would certainly not impact the game.
No, but speaking of which, Gators have now retaken the lead from this hill, so...
Absolutely. And they're in a comfortable position to rotate to the second.
Yeah, Ryan here in the back.
One of 3 places to end. This is why I said this is the hub.
Ooh, look at that too.
Just got 2, and...
Oh, there they are. Ryan has eliminated them all. Are we going to get another camera shake? Maybe.
Bait him into admitting he's watching. But no, that's what I'm saying, because he gets that 2 piece and he sees the 3rd. That, immediately that information secures 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in that, because even if he doesn't go Charlotte and doesn't win the fight, or he doesn't go Charlotte and loses it, it's still a 2v1. It's just not something that can play push effect.
Ryan finally shut down. Wouldn't have been a very good anyway. Ooh, look at Cameron going off now. On a true streak of his own. He is getting the scrap point of this hill as the Gators reset to P5.
Ryan's even got a kill there is miraculous. And Catman, I'm not going to see an execution this game.
Right, already got a shot.
I'll put the word out for tomorrow. No one's thinking about it.
And with another 2-piece, he's going off once again. Reese up in the top window.
Honestly, he would have even. I just don't think he knew the third was that close.
100%. 100%.
I mean, this is it. Because I know that these two are right from the hill, but this isn't the side of the hill you want to be on.
And the Gators, just like that, win the game. Just like that.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, it was quite close towards the beginning, and it was a bit back and forth, but it's kind of largely it was the kills, and it was the slaying, and it's the fact that this map just suits so big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This play on this hill is an exact example.
Yeah, I love this hill when I play on Apocalypse. When I was like making my little like team guides and stuff, like you could just tell it was laid out very well for a 3v3 environment, and Ryan took advantage of that right there. But game 5 time. Game 5 time.
Miami.
So, Miami Search and Destroy, if I'm not mistaken. I will give it a check in a moment.
It is Miami Search.
Okay, I'm not losing my mind. There's too many maps in this series, man. I'm losing my mind.
It's alright. You're on the right page. Don't worry about it.
One more map.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're guaranteed to see 2 Miamis because there's a Miami within the first 3 maps tomorrow.
Yes, true.
So that'll be nice.
Yeah, I quite enjoy Miami.
The thing is, this map is going to be a bit of an enigma because it's a flipping huge map.
True.
For a 4v4 game, there is a lot of ground to cover. The good news is that's probably going to mean we're going to get a lot more bomb plants and a lot more post-plant situations.
Yes.
Where we're more than likely going to get 3v3 setups, or alternatively, absolute head bashes on the inner bomb site. The bad news is, if a team goes down with a pick really early, they're probably going to struggle a lot.
Yeah, true.
It's going to be very difficult to recover on this map.
Camera seems good to go.
Just need confirmation from Nerys.
Yeah, I'm getting a few happy birthday messages at the minute, so apologies.
That's alright, it's good to hear. It's what we're here for.
Indeed.
Give this one a minute or two and then we should be able to get underway. So, the question I have, assuming Tom's team win this, and this is purely for the storyline we were discussing earlier. I think he's muted right now, but he might be able to hear me.
Sorry, what was that?
That was Tom's team. Well, I was just saying, going off the storyline earlier, assuming Tom wins this, Tom's team, Ryan, the lot of them, do they beat you tomorrow?
Ooh, obviously not.
I'll be honest with you, not in a mean way, they shouldn't even be in this series.
Really? You think so?
Just because, I mean, look at the scenario that you're in.
Yeah.
It's 3 people that do not play against each other. Ryan's on a bit of a strange internet situation. Plus he's just got in from work.
I think
Tom hasn't played for months.
Yeah, true.
It's not a team.
I mean,
be winning.
Even Nerys picked up the game 2 months ago, and you know, I mean, granted, Chris has barely played this game. Period.
Yeah, sure. I know every team has a person in that position.
Yeah.
It just almost feels like this team has more. Plus, they're going to be changing constantly, because in all likelihood, it's not going to be the same 3 that plays you tomorrow, if they get through. So where do you go with that conversation? It's potentially a very strange one. So wait, Ryan getting back into the lobby.
Yeah, I think that's what we're in on now.
And then we'll get this show on the
Oh, Fraser messaged me.
Good job, Fraser.
He's on his way home from work now. Okay.
Say if it doesn't contain the word sorry.
He did.
I was gonna say like if it doesn't contain anything other than that, no point.
I'm not gonna bring him in for a map 5, so he'll stay.
No, it's no point at this point. Given it's the weekend though, hopefully we should be able to get him in tomorrow. That should be on the cards, I'd hope.
Yeah. Right, Ryan's back in.
I mean, at this point, nobody should need to do classes. I imagine everybody's good to go.
Yeah, I assume so. I'm just getting confirmation on it. I have had confirmation from Ice Team. Tom is saying that the game is stressing him out though.
Yeah, that's Tom. He always gets dramatic about it.
Yeah. There's 1-2 tournaments, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I will still stand by this. The Modern Warfare one, I don't think counts.
What's that?
Because your team was stacked as hell.
It was, but again, like this, it was due to subs in, and
Oh,
like I
yeah,
wasn't meant to have that powerful of a team. But
Completely appreciate it was not by design, but I was saying to him, and he's never going to take this, but if your team didn't win, kind of would have been a bit shocked.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Right, Ryan's ready to
He
go.
can have the World War II one to his heart's content, but he can shut up about Modern Warfare.
Nerys can't find the phone, so she said go. Alright, there we are. There's the conversation we needed. Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So we've got Captain Price in the lobby.
Yes, we do.
Get Tom to do an impression on that tomorrow.
Oh god.
Loving the free can.
Thank you. Ryan hasn't spawned in yet. I think that is the problem. I don't mind restarting if that's the case.
I think it's probably fair to restart, given that there's a complete setup of bomb sites and they've just lost 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'll restart it. That's fine. Nothing really happened, apart from Ryan not spawning in, so that'll just be a quick reset.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think the normal standardized rule that most games will go on is if there's no damage, restart.
Yeah.
That's normally the fairest way to do it.
I wish there's...
Nobody got in a fight.
They used to have longer pre-start lobby timers, didn't they? Before games, to avoid situations like this happening. And like,
I think it depends where you're doing it, because it depends on how many people are connecting in the host. Because now it's only Tom.
yeah, but that's because he's on the PS5, and everyone on the other team is on the PS5. Wait, have they actually like left, or wait? Because it doesn't look like they're even trying to join, according to the game. Oh, they are. What the hell? Because Miami's such a big map? I don't know.
Possibly.
Well then,
I don't even know what to make of this, because they're not going to spawn in at all now because they're too late.
yeah. Oh yeah. Very odd. Apologies for the complications, chat. Can I change the pre-match timer potentially?
I imagine there's probably something to do with it somewhere.
A pre-match timer. I'll just turn that up to 45 seconds so we have enough.
Yeah, that should do the trick. Might mean a little bit slower, but it's better to make sure people are actually... Oh,
Ryan needs to come back in. Yeah, I'm made aware. Okay, slightly more delayed, but that's fine. We'll just make sure everyone can spawn in before we start now.
Gosh, darn time tortures, my god. Who the hell do they think they are?
Fraser.
Don't they know who I am?
Ryan seems to be good to go.
Wasting my time.
I'm going to take that assumption.
Yeah, I mean, his classes should be set up, it should be all good.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's no reason that we shouldn't be straight up ready to go.
And if not, there's 45 seconds in it. So, we'll try that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there should be 45 seconds. We don't know.
I think there's 45 seconds here.
Teammates, hello? Meanwhile, in the life of Captain Price. Oh.
This is... wait, one of them's in. One of them's in.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Come on, Ryan. I believe in you. I believe in you.
2 hours later.
Hey,
we have a
right,
match, everybody! And it was perfect timing, look at that.
And it's live.
There we go. No problems off the start this time.
He's going to disconnect now that you've said that.
Maybe. You can see an A push here from the Gators off the break.
Yeah, so this is the conversation, because the thing is, if Hudson gets caught out, and he's playing the right kind of positions, maybe he shouldn't be standing up, but he's playing the right kind of positions. But if he gets caught out, people at B they're not going to get that.
Well, that's been made, and the rotate's got to come in sometime soon. But the rotate on this can be a bit dangerous.
Well, one, it's dangerous, but two, it's almost a bit of an eager rotation because Hudson has only actually seen one person.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if Tom is calling he's seen a rotation potentially, and they might go to B. Well,
I didn't see anything on his POV for the cross.
I'm not sure with the way the colours are. I didn't see anybody.
This gets one. Cameron on the right. She's seen him. She definitely hasn't. She has now. Oh my god.
Good shots. Well done.
2 down. 1 to go. Tom.
Oh.
That was a heart in the mouth moment there.
I don't want to say anything. I was just like, oh.
Matty on the ninja. My word, my heart was going there for a moment.
I'll be honest with you, I completely understand what he's doing.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's a 1v3 on Miami.
Done the same. It's 1v3. They're on the biggest map of the game. I just have no information as to where they are.
It's definitely doable.
Yeah, I was going to say, like...
7.5 seconds might be a lot, but if somebody... Well, if they lose concentration...
It's just not something you're considering. That soon after planting the bomb, like, sure, everybody's always, you know, in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
What if I get injured? But, you know, like, nobody's necessarily playing around that happening.
Yeah.
It's a consideration, sure, but nobody's playing with that in mind. It's just, oh, what if we get injured?
Did Tom see Chris there?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't. Bomb is down now on the A site, and they'll be made aware of that.
And this is the situation. Then I wanted to see what people would do with this in 3v3s, because firstly you've got Ryan.
Yeah.
Absolutely buggered off halfway up the map to the other end.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Really funny to see. Secondly, this is going to force you to deploy quickly because you just don't have the time on this map.
Exactly, yeah.
He's in a position to make an interesting play, but he's been seen.
Yeah, and that's shut down 2-0.
And, you know, there's a world into which that can work because that pinch from Ryan could have been back on him.
Yeah.
Because if those two were like, okay, well, we've just lost a player, let's fly at them. And just overwhelm, you know, Nerys and maybe Tom as well. Ryan's so far out of position.
Yeah, true.
He's screwed. He's so screwed. It's, you know, it's a calculated play because he knows they're going to be sat back.
100% risk
doing the right kind of thing.
100%. Off to a better start now. He's 3-0 up, which is quite contrary. I mean, to be honest, if I had this X4 class set up, I would not be 3-0 right now. So that's...
well, they were 6-0 down in the first half point, 6-0 up in the second.
Yeah.
So half point, search, England. On the flip side, 0-6 down from the Cobras. Does this mean the Cobras are going to win?
Okay.
Any second now. Oh no, he turns away.
Oh, you hate to see that timing. Nerys do anything from this.
This is the thing, is because the second that Matty turned away, I was like, surely Nerys is going to get him.
Yeah.
But a little slow around the corner, and to be fair, she's looking long distance there. The focus is not close. I don't think she had any idea he was close.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, that was a very strange situation. Now in a 2v2 situation. Hudson with the line sight.
Yep. See you, Catman. Have a good one. Yeah.
Have a good evening, Catman. Long time no see.
It's going to be a difficult retake because you don't have a lot of time. Peppered, but not finished.
So, yeah. This is you know, the whole match.
Yeah, exactly.
If you get bomb time down, you should win.
Now it's down to Nerys to just defend the bomb. She's going to check
Also
in.
defend streaks.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's 5-0.
Beautiful. 3-0 on the scoreboards as well.
Yeah.
3 more to go for them. 6 for the Cobras.
I think this suits Cobras down to a T because I know Ryan's been running an SMG, but obviously Ryan's got a more confident shot in the first place.
Yeah, 100%. You can even just tell that by the way he moves.
Yeah, and then the other two are running assault rifles.
We're going to
This
stay on...
map suits them.
Yeah.
Rotate through the Cobras if you don't mind, just see what weapons they're using.
Yeah, sure. In fact, I can do this. So,
There you
2
go,
AKs.
2 SMGs.
Yeah, XM4.
Not a fan.
I don't understand that play call for this map. Maybe if they're doing a B hit, which I suppose you can see they are now.
If you are headbanging B back to back to back to back, completely get it. But in your defensive routes, 2 SMGs, I don't rate it.
Well, we didn't see what they were running on the defense previously, so we can have a look at that next time. Chris getting the bomb down.
Anyway, this is the right play to what they're bringing to the match.
100%. 100%. I think they should have been doing a B play a lot earlier than they have been.
Yeah, well, that's what's going to continue with. 3 rounds in the hole is not the time to be making that realization.
True. Wait. Chris. Oh, he gets off very safe. Oh. And stuck as well. But they're all dead. Nerys and Hoff taking them down. Nerys on a 6 streak.
Yeah, well, this
Close to
is what I said
streaks.
before.
Wait. Can Nerys get streaks here?
She
off
won't
this?
quite. She'll be maybe might pit the artillery, but
Oh no, who's gave you nothing? What the hell?
they massively tune down the progress that you get from objective points because you know what people are like in Control. Let me just sit on a hill for 10 years or whatever and see the outcome a full round. It's not fair.
Alright.
But nonetheless, I mean, even if she doesn't net the streaks, large reason they're 4-0 right now.
100%. 100%. They can't kill her. She's just positioning herself very well. Lots of off angles, and will they eventually pick on to the locations in which Nerys is playing? I mean, they're going back to A. They seem to like it, and they've only put Chris on it.
I would not be shocked if the conversation has probably been had from Ryan.
Yeah.
They're using SMGs. Don't go B.
Like, even now, they haven't changed. They're still using SMGs. Yeah. This is a full team of ARs. This is 100% the right play.
You can see, because Ryan's pulled one out as well now. Like, 4-0 down, you need to change something up.
100%. 100%. Nothing on from Nerys here, so I'm going to switch over to Chris.
You know, even if you lose every round from that point onwards, you have to try. Clearly, it's not working.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Cam with another sub on the biggest map in the, CDL rotation. I mean...
Which one's bigger? Pines?
Well, CDL rotation, but yeah.
No, I was just saying general maps.
No, I think this one's a bit bigger. There's a lot of wasted space on both this and the Pines, though, but... 1v1
Very big
now.
kill there.
Reese now with the bomb. Able to... Oh my god.
It just doesn't matter.
Jesus Christ. She hasn't died.
Nope.
It's a fast 5-0.
That's a problem.
Nope.
That's a really big problem.
Yeah.
It was a great play from Hudson. He was patient with the shots, and then he sat in the corner and waited.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose he's waiting for the bomb to go down so we can get a free kill, but...
At 20 seconds on the clock, I'd maybe consider not leaving that corner for a bit longer.
Yeah,
I think he was a bit nervous, and maybe then, off the back of that, a bit eager.
Well, there's an artillery in the back pocket of Nerys now. I mean, if this game's not over by this round, I don't know when it will be.
She's just going to bugger off to the back end of this map, watch her range, and just sit on the streak.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah.
Ryan.
And there is nothing they can do about this. They got the right bomb site again. what they need to do.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That's a big kill from Ryan. It's a big nade coming in too. Chris. Good and blinded.
is she calling in the stream? She was very still.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another one.
I was gonna say.
They're all
So I
down to
looked at her on
Cameron
the map.
again.
I was like, she's like, come on, she's doing it.
Stay on board with Cameron. Can he save the Cobras from going into the losers bracket?
So at this point, they're triple negative as a team.
Yeah. Ryan is currently...
That's...
He knows bombs down. This has
Yeah.
got to be over for Cameron.
Well, with the way the setup was on B, they had to have known with the way it was pushed.
Yeah.
He's
got to refight. Yeah, that's a big one-on-one win. It's down to Nerys. Can she finish the game flawless? Look at this. Oh, she stays alive.
But now, yeah, this is the thing. He's going to turn tail
Yeah.
and get the bomb down, and I think he knows he has time to do that.
Yes, but I think she knows the play here. Cam's done very well to get out there.
It's a good chance that's around.
In Cobra's favour?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Unless he sells.
Oh, it was
He
close.
nearly did.
It was close.
He nearly sold. You know, because I know the Krieg is a brilliant gun.
Yeah.
But bomb down, you've got an SMG, and you've managed to back off into the ground.
Yeah. I think if Nerys pushes that a little sooner, maybe skips the reload. I didn't see how many bullets she had before the reload, but that might have been over before he could even get out. The time was ticking down, you have to plant the bomb.
Yeah. But again, in that situation, like, okay, you know, maybe if she's paying attention to the clock a bit more, maybe she would realise that.
That's
but
the thing,
that's
though, like...
more of a familiarity with search and destroy kind of thing to realise.
That, and also, we're watching this, and we're not in the game. When you're in a game, things just happen around you, and you're focusing on so many other things. What is this push, by the way, from the Cobras? As we back Ryan on the sub, doesn't matter, he's mapping across the map. Bullen gets another one too.
Are we gonna see
This
1v3?
surely is over. Happened last round, but the bomb's already going down on the B site.
Was it a 1v3 in the end last round?
I believe so. I might be wrong on that.
I don't think it was. I think he got all 3 kills, but I don't think it was really a 1v3. But
I'm not too sure. Anyway, this is going to be a very, very, very difficult retake.
so I was about to start the conversation of what if we go the distance and they burn the streak from the then this happens.
He's running out of time, really. He has to really be on the bomb now. You can't get 3 kills in 5 seconds unless you have an optic.
He
On
can't even
Moscow.
get to the bomb in time.
No, that's GG. The Gators will progress tomorrow to the winners bracket to play the Dragons, to play myself. 6.
Consolation prize on that kill at the end there, at least.
Yeah, the game was done already there. Wow.
Yeah, it's a bold call to make. You know what? Try something different. Flip the script.
Exactly.
But they just left it too late.
Yeah.
That was the only issue.
Alright, so the maps going in to tomorrow are right here. We'll see an Apocalypse Hardpoint, a Miami S&D, a Raid Control, Garrison Hardpoint, and another Raid S&D. I'm excited for that.
GG's to the both of you, Hudson and Chris.
Yeah, GG's, boys.
Good games, good games.
Well played.
It was a very good series. Went the distance.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
We'll also see yourselves play against
The Foxes.
the Foxes. Yeah, the Foxes. Second game
The
tomorrow.
Reese will go back home.
yeah. So we'll have to see what happens with availability and stuff tomorrow.
If you need me to step in as an emergency, I potentially
I
can.
appreciate it.
But it's possibly not a good idea. Just because I'm on mouse and keyboard, and yeah.
Yeah. It does look likely we'll have all 3 for tomorrow, assuming Ryan is here, which I think he is, so that's all good. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow for the 3rd, 4th, and potentially 5th series. And thank you for the warm welcome back to YouTube.
Before we wrap up, what time do you think we're going to get started at tomorrow? Are we going to start slightly earlier so that
Yes,
we can
ideally. Yeah.
get that game in?
Yeah.
Do you want to look at 7, 8?
8.
I don't know what's Yeah.
Ideally, yeah. If there's any changes, I'll be notifying everyone in the Discord. It was meant to start at 8 today, but we had to put it back an hour for delays, and even then it wasn't enough time for some people. So, a bit unfortunate, but that should be rectified for tomorrow. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Reuben, for being here. And thank you to all the teams who've participated thus far. And yeah.
Catch y'all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.